Hey, did you get our reminder last week to go over to Draggin Bags and check out their new drop? Because it happened on Friday of last week, the 12/12.
Yeah.
12/12. Okay, so if you missed on that, go now and get the world's greatest cornhole bag. It's named that for a reason.
It's even on the bag.
It says it right there, right across the front. Draggin Bags came out with a bag that just, man, it's the straightest bag you'll ever throw. Like the thing is just made to go in the hole. And for those of us that maybe don't have that next level cut bag or roll bag, but you still want to be able to compete, this is it, man. This thing will go right through anything. So I'm telling you, go give it a shot. Head over to dragginbags.com. Check out the world's greatest cornhole bag today. You're not going to be disappointed, man. Once again, just they're coming out with innovative stuff. Forever they always have the Power Dragon, but they're just adding to their great arsenal with another great bag. So Sean's giving you the sexy look right now. If you're on a Patreon member, you can see it in person. But man, I'm impressed. I like the bag. We just got them in. They were lost in the mail for a little bit, so we are going to be having a fuller review next week. But just fresh out of the box, goddamn. I'm excited.
Look like a goddamn forklift went through that box, by the way.
Go find your childlike excitement over at dragginbags.com and give yourself a Christmas gift. All right?
Do it.
Just
Reward
do
you.
it.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Welcome to the Big Ass Cornhole Show with Sean and Dane, the host you know, talking cornhole life and random fun. Grab a beer, let's get it done. From tossing bags to let's wild ride, tune in and join the party, don't you hide. It's the Big Ass Cornhole podcast time with Sean and Dane. It's always prime. With Sean is prime.
All right, well, welcome back to yet another episode of the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast. Sean and Dane are with you as always. What's going on, man?
Not too much, man. Happy Monday, bro.
Happy Monday indeed.
10 days away from Christmas.
Yeah, man. It's
Christmas right around the
It's also
corner.
really late. And we got to work tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
But we have shit we want to talk about. So we're gonna blitz through these next two segments. All right. So Dane, just do what you do best. Tell the folks what we're sipping on tonight. What you drinking?
What you drinking? Beer.
All right, and the ACL dropped some info on the team, so we're going to talk about that. Sharon Moore is a piece of shit from Michigan, and we had a really cool interview with Sam Shipp and Hunter Thorson.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to get into all that, and we're going to let you know what's going on in our lives. The segment we call In and Around the Hole.
Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Rapid
All right,
fire,
that
baby.
might be a new world record for
I like
getting
it.
through like the stuff. And I'm always weird. Cause I told Dan, like, we could just like not do it, but I'm like, I don't know, I'm like also OCD enough.
Yeah,
about,
for
like,
the
I need to hear it.
For the record, though, I'm sipping Juicy
Yes,
Vivacious.
yeah, sorry.
So, yeah, it is beer.
It is beer, correct. So let's start off the most important stuff. So Michigan just continued to suck. Their coach was apparently a psycho.
Shamed.
Yeah, man, just
Shamed.
hate to see it. I don't.
You hear all the
but
wild stuff coming out now about like the OnlyFans model and all that shit?
No, I haven't heard any of that stuff.
So like apparently this OnlyFans model came forward. So, like this is pure speculation. All right, I don't even know if the story was real online. It was just sent to me by someone.
Zero research on time.
I'm just spreading rumors.
Wild
Who the fuck
rumors.
knows? But apparently this OnlyFans model came forward saying that he like offered her money to like have like a threesome or some shit and was like texting her during halftime of an actual game. But like, we'll see.
Wow.
Speculation, but goddamn, wild stuff, dude. Like never had that on my bingo card for this. I mean,
I was in the
definitely like Michigan cheating or something, like something happening was there, but not like sex scandal. That's,
I was literally helping little kids shop at like Santa's workshop when I got this text, and I just like pulled out my phone for a second. I saw that he was fired, and I'm like, oh, okay, like that's weird. I thought like he lost to Ohio State. Like, all right, that sucks.
Get
like,
out.
I thought he sucked, and then I saw like why. I'm like, oh, yeah. So I was like skipping around there. Very fun, very fun. We played an epic round of golf on Thursday.
we did.
Unfortunately, we just played one. It was just a week late.
Yeah, it
And
really
just-
was, man.
We set the facility record.
We did. Not just for for doubles, but also for foursomes.
Yeah.
At Pebble Beach from the tips.
Yeah.
Your boy shot 7 under.
Yeah.
Fucking bananas.
No, we were 8 under.
8 under.
Yeah, we were 8 under.
8 under.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we definitely put it together, man. It was a hell of a round.
Yeah, it was nice. It was fun. We were both hitting it well. We were both somewhat like driving it pretty well, and just
Made the world a difference.
making
Just being in the
putts and-
fairway.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we did everything just good.
Yeah.
We weren't like exceptional at chipping.
Nope.
We rolled some putts, missed some putts, but like everything was just easy all day.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we definitely put one together. It was nice.
It's nice, and just getting. I mean, again, when you do it every week, like you start getting like distances dialed in more, and you start to realize like, oh shit, like you really. It's like now I see why everyone like obsesses over wedges, because like I should know the difference of like how to hit a golf ball to go 40 to 50 yards and 40 to 60 yards, and like now like paying attention to that shit, like not just kind of I'm just gonna go up and hit it and like hope it goes that far.
Just winging a
You know,
prayer.
yeah, so it definitely helps to score better when you
Numbers do matter, but I mean sometimes the eye test, man, is if you just feel a shot, you got to trust it.
So my weekend was kind of like I kind of have like almost like a bachelor style weekend. Saturday, had to take my daughter to she's cheering for basketball team, did that, and then my kids went back with my parents, and I ended up going with my neighbor to one of his buddy's house, and like they were playing like games like all night. So he's like, we need somebody else to join. You want to hop in? I didn't know like what I was actually in store for, but we were there for like 6 hours.
Yeah, I mean it's an all male game night.
Yes.
Just for the record, it's not like a Diddy party or anything.
No.
They're playing like board games.
Yeah.
All right. Like it's not adult games. It's adults playing.
Yeah.
Board
And
games.
don't get me wrong, it was fun. It's like competitive. The guy.
Oh, dude, that sounds sweet as shit. Like
The guy's house
yeah.
that we were at went to Ignatius, so like instantly, I like made me not like him at first,
Kinda
and I'm
have
like,
that,
I'm like, you got to mature at some point. And,
a
like,
little
get
bit of
over
that like douchey air about him.
it. We
Just-
definitely, you could tell there was like some animal, and they actually the other two guys called it out because like we would, if you could like have an option to penalize somebody, I would always penalize him. He was always going after me. It was just like one of those. So it felt better that like I won more than he did. So
I mean, it's just
it's little things. This is what
it's
you
hard to
happens
get
when
rid
you
of
go to
that,
Ed's and-
reeking of pretension sometimes.
Correct. Yeah, I think he mentioned that he was like an attorney like 8 times.
Congrats.
It was so it got to the point where I was like asking him like, "What do you do for a living again? Like, you're an attorney, right?" Like, it's like
What kind of law?
yeah, I don't know if I'm actually going to get invited back, but we'll see. And then the next day,
Actually, what kind of law? Do you know?
it's a workman's comp law for like the attorney general. Or
Oh,
something.
damn it. I was like going to do some wild speculation. Like
Yeah.
marionette law. You know, they don't have enough rights anymore. I'm an attorney for mimes. Okay.
Sunday, our wives all got together and they
It's cookie day.
Yeah, they made cookies.
Cookie baking day.
Cookie baking day.
It's a tradition yearly that luckily we don't have to show up to, the majority of it.
Valerie literally asked me that like as she was leaving. She's like, "How do you get out of this every year?" I'm like, "This is just how it's always been. This is the way."
This is, okay.
This is
Like
the way.
we have our traditions, all right?
Correct.
We clean all the dishes after Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
okay?
correct.
Like we don't
gives us a little
make
grace.
the cookies.
Yeah.
We will show up at the end to help decorate for a little
And
bit.
try them out.
But for the record, no one's asking them to make sugar cookies.
No.
All right. I want all the chocolate covered things.
It's kinda true.
And then some. So just, put that in the back pocket because
What is your go-to? Like, what is your favorite like traditional holiday cookie?
dude, one that we didn't even make.
Okay.
Chocolate covered Oreo. Love it.
Okay.
Like I love a chocolate covered Oreo. We didn't even make any.
Okay.
So a little disappointed there. I might just have to whip
I'm
it
actually
up
shocked because
myself.
your wife was there.
Yeah, I know, and she's usually
Yeah,
on
she's
point
normally
with
Johnny
it,
on the
but
spot, and they didn't do
she-
pretzels or anything. this
right,
year.
dude.
The
So I'm
lack
saying,
of dipped chocolate items
Little-
was a little crazy.
a little concerning.
Are they slipping?
Dude,
Do we need to
right?
have a meeting?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe next year we have to be there and be like, but then they're gonna be like, well, you guys dip all
Like,
the
Mom,
chocolate.
you had
No,
one
no.
aneurysm. Like, can you like?
You got to remember what we make here. Right? It's all the chocolate covered things. You won't forget.
Can we write down the
those.
recipes for like the important stuff here? Like,
Yes.
write your brownies.
These are
okay?
2-step recipes
Yeah,
for the
correct.
2 most delicious things you make.
Save it in the cloud so it never goes anywhere. I don't care.
Step 1, melt chocolate. Step 2, dip. Like,
But yeah, it's good. Thanks.
But anyways,
for all
so
the hard work.
ladies were doing that. We hit up a different simulator because ours unfortunately was booked
Yes.
for the Browns game. So we went out to Golf Zone.
Yeah.
it was a nice sim.
Different tech. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It ate me alive putting. Like I just could not figure out the putting at all. But all in all, like still liked that my driver was going straight there. So
Yeah.
It wasn't like a horrible day. I'm just disappointed that like I'm hoping it doesn't fuck my putting up at
It won't.
Always Golf.
It
I've
won't.
been so dialed in there that I'm like just get it out of your head, because it was you had to hit it way harder there. You do it always.
It was hard because like you just have to trust that the ball's going to go over the ledge, but you had to hit it with enough pace that it like went straight off of the ledge. And that's what I realized pretty quick. Like even for short putts, like I only wanted to go so far, but like you still got to give it enough that gets over the ledge with enough like going straight. But I like that place because they give you the different terrains. If you're in sand, you got to put in the stuff
about it.
That's the
for
best,
sure.
man.
Yeah, it was so cool because like you don't lose because like me out of sand.
You can just play it off the carpet, but it's just going to give you a reduced score. Now I found it like obviously I hit it way further, hit the furthest sand wedge of my life apparently.
Yeah. And it's the same thing though. Like out of that sand, if you pick it clean, just like you would in real life, it'll go the distance you want it to. So like I was definitely a big fan of that. Yeah, it was a cool facility. Like it was what I would want in my basement.
Yeah.
Like if I would build one and commit, like where like the ball returns, you don't have to like
Dude, I don't know, man. The more I'm
thinking
about it, I think it might be time to do something crazy and do something on our own. Just I think it's something that definitely, especially with like TGL and stuff popping up, like I feel like it's not going to go anywhere. Golf is just getting more popular.
I wish the simulator boom like happened like in the midst of COVID when there was just money flying around everywhere. All the fucking real estate was cheap as shit.
To dream.
Yep.
To dream. But is that another one? Oh, that was his only one. I'm like, Skip's still going.
Still going. Honestly, for me, like my Saturday, I finished Christmas shopping.
I won golf, by the way. I just want to throw that out there before we just glossed over that.
That's all right.
I drove great, but then my irons were like chunky all day, but I putt and my short game was impeccable.
You beat me. I had one hole that I fucking triple bogeyed because of putting. Like it's
that was
not
the
going to
difference.
win because of that. Like my Saturday though, finished Christmas shopping.
Congrats.
One of the earliest ever.
I finished mine tonight.
Very
Congrats.
happy that's all said and done. Just weight lifted off your shoulders once it's all done.
I have to order Dad's tomorrow, but
what do you get him?
I'm getting him the.
He's not going to listen to this, right?
It's golf. It's golf related. So it's the. Have you heard of the Bushnell? GPS thing, speaker. So I'm getting him that.
Got the speaker.
Like the upgraded version where it's like a touch screen on it now. So it's basically like walking around with like a little rectangle tablet that's got a nice magnet for the cart. So
I'm upgrading his swag.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you saw that. Branded Bills picked up a bunch of colleges.
Oh, did they really?
Dude,
nice.
North Carolina hats are fucking
are they sweet?
So I'm gonna.
Are they good? Okay.
Got him one of those.
Sweet.
So. Hell yeah. Pumped, man. I love giving gifts. For Christmas, I hate receiving them, but it also gives me anxiety to like find the right gift.
I like giving gifts. I don't think I'm necessarily good at giving gifts all the time, only because I'll be completely honest. Sometimes I just don't pay attention enough.
I think I've always been a good gift giver. I do not know how to receive a gift. Like I feel like it's always awkward. Like I never know how to like.
I think as long as you show gratitude, that's all.
And I do, it's just like it's all in my own head.
Yeah. You don't have to be like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever.
Feel
you
like
know?
I should be like, I'm always just like, oh, that's sweet.
Exactly.
Like I just man of few emotion.
Correct.
Was that so? Oh well, but
for sure.
Yeah, I mean holidays are coming up, but cue like fucking ACL drama like.
So my wife worked on Saturday, and that's never good news for the ACL because it means that like I don't have a whole lot going on. I'm just doing some laundry, sitting on the couch, kids are playing, and I was scrolling on, and I happened to see, and I don't remember what day of the week it was. Was it Saturday that everything was popping off?
I think it was, yeah.
Or it might have been, I can't remember. I think it might have been Friday even. But I was on Facebook in the morning, and I just happened to see on the top of my timeline before it updated, you know, like how it does that. Sometimes I'll show you one post and it refreshes. Was Arizona Burn, and congratulations to Riley Schaff and Caitlin Allshouse were signed our first two players. And I'm like, whoa. And then it refreshed, and I started scrolling, couldn't find it. I even went to Arizona Burn's page. Couldn't find it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know what the fuck I saw, but I'm like, maybe they posted it and they deleted it. I should have grabbed a screenshot.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done this long enough. You just never know what's going to leave. But then I went back and searched it from my personal page, And I found it right away, popped up. But when I searched it from the page, it didn't pop up right. It was very weird. So I saw it. I'm like, oh shit. And I literally went back to our page and I just posted what I thought. I'm like, well, I guess ACL teams are signing players now.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Mm-hmm.
And that's started a whole bunch of stuff. And then eventually got to the point where the ACL released some information. And that was basically what it was. Like, at first I'm like, some people were using the term entitlement to describe like what we were acting. It's not entitlement. It's the fact that you think that we should care about this when we don't know anything about it. You got, and everything's constantly ever changing. Yeah, it's frustrating to be a fan. Like, I get that people want to, like, in quotes, bang their head against the wall, like when we like cause like a ruckus or whatever. But it's also frustrating to be a fan because, like, what the fuck are we cheering for? Is this even a product? You guys don't even know how many fucking teams there are yet, and we're opening free agency, and like, we're the bad guys.
Dude,
like, what we're doing is detrimental. Like, I should have ACL pros in my DMs saying that, like, I'm trying to ruin the game. Fuck you. Like, I've been doing this and trying to promote the game longer than most of you guys have been pros to begin with, or all the ones that were jumping at me. So, like, and we had very civil conversations, all of them. I think I'm still on good terms with I think all of them. But, like, I told him, like, we're coming at this in a completely different realm.
Yes, 100%. Like, we're on the fan side of things. We understand that you guys are like under contract with this league, and you guys have to like go to bat for it. We're the voice that says what the people are thinking.
Correct. What the actual community thinks.
Yes, and guess what? The community is the reason why you're a pro. It's why the league actually matters. So, like, yes, they need to be more public and upfront about the information. Like, we keep trying to harp on teams every year, and it's fucking exhausting. We say every year it's impossible to follow because you don't know any of the results. All blah, blah, blah. Now you open it up to have people pay for these teams. Why anyone did is beyond fucking me. If you look at the track record for teams, no, that's a whole different conversation, but they're still doing the same fucking shit. And teams is just going to fail yet again, unless they get their fucking shit together. I'm tired of like everyone being, oh, well, you know, it's new. Team's not fucking new. You guys have been doing this for a while. If you needed to take a break and don't launch it this year, then take a fucking year off.
Thank you.
It's not that it's if
Why
you're not
rush?
ready for it, then just hold back. You just cut the league down to 100, top 100 pros, and then broke it up to all these things. We could have worked with that for one season and not had teams. Well, you guys figured your shit out and tried to promote selling it to actually have a product worth buying. But now you have these people that I think some have backed out because they kind of realized, oh shit, like you guys aren't doing any of the promotion yet again. So we go.
I think twofold. I think part of the urgency of trying to get people is because there wasn't like an overwhelming amount of interest in the first place.
Yes.
Right. Like, I think it was pretty damning evidence when that first list of 8 people came out and there weren't a whole lot of bag makers out there.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they the ones that are shelling out the money, and theoretically, like, their product is the one that could benefit the most out of?
Well, they figured why deduct another $25,000 that I could be devoting to players to sponsor.
So I was frustrated that the fan base wasn't even able to like kind of fan out about the ACL teams process because we had to read some sports business journal article to get like any of the details about this stuff. Right. And then the ACL will follow it up with some bullshit post afterwards. So like, I was just kind of waiting, like, is that post coming? Like, did I miss an article in some journal that like, that has this information that's available?
Obscure Sports Quarterly.
But again, it's just like, everything is just kind of like reactionary. And that's what, it's just frustrating being a fan. It really is. And then when I saw the ACL release stuff, good, like, awesome. Like, at least if we're loud enough, like, they do hear stuff and they make changes. And that's one of the things I've applauded. And it's going to be a running theme through this in a lot of the dramatic reading section as we get up to it. But yeah, it's very frustrating to be a fan sometimes.
Yes.
And I think a lot of that frustration manifested. And then when I read that the draft was going to be held privately,
dude,
I understand. Okay. I understand the reason, like, why they wouldn't have it public. I get that there's people who don't really know cornhole. They're newer to the game.
Yeah.
But those types of people are going to be very good to get into the game to try to grow it all the time. So maybe they don't feel comfortable going live with it. I'm saying, as a fan, I think that is absolutely detrimental to the game because we get zero involvement whatsoever. You're basically just going to plop these teams out and be like, hope you guys can watch.
Yeah.
And then we're sitting here and you're at that point, you have to cross your fingers and your toes, and you better hope that whatever product goes out there is going to be a good thing. Because although I like the format change, I worry a little bit that we're going to lose the team aspect altogether in the beginning anyways, as soon as everyone splits off.
Yeah, there's got to be like control of the board number, so like teammates can actually be there, like and go to bat for their
because like I can't imagine if it's a single elimination tournament, they're only going to have like one set of boards going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would imagine there's going to be at least a few, and that's where I feel like you might lose some of that team feel.
I agree 100%.
But I do listen. I think the concept is cool. And part selfishly, okay, I'm admitting this publicly. All right, very publicly. I'm selfishly. I want access to the draft because like it's content. It's stuff for us to nerd out about. It's like if you want to build a fan base and you want to embrace it, like, well, then help us out. Don't just expect us to like accept the product on us. Let us into the process. Like, how does it go?
Yeah.
And I don't think like a virtual aspect of it like could be a bad thing.
No, not at all.
Now, apparently I've taken whatever was written out of context. Then your context just needs to get fucking better because I'm pretty sure I can read.
It says privately amongst the owners.
Right? Owners and the team, the two players that are signed are the only ones attended. How am I misunderstanding that?
I'm saying like, yeah, you don't have to do the whole production.
Well, I'm not saying I think I said 2 years ago, don't make it a live event anymore.
Just live stream your fucking Zoom call with the owners on it and have a couple like little graphics ready to go and
the
shit.
Owners owners don't even need to be on the call. The owners can be in a separate call. And then somebody nominates whoever's running the virtual show, right? Like a draft show where analysis kind of breakdown. They get a little buzz in their ear. Like, all right, the next pick in. Here's this. Players, Gavin Cano is drafted by the team from Texas or whatever.
Yes.
Do you do your little analysis? Do you have like maybe a little card above, like, you know, a little clip you can throw of Gavin Cano as you're talking about him? And then by the time that's done, you're winding down. All right, we're going to go to commercial break. You come back, next pick is up. And you just keep repeating. Like, it can't be that difficult.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you're a professional sports league. Like, you have a marketing team. Like, this is like the kind of stuff, like production value wise, I think would go a very long way.
But I mean, part of me thinks like, is it more just they just don't feel like it?
Here's what it's going to happen. I think that they're going to come back and be like, well, this is what we had planned all along. And then this is going to be something similar to like what I'm describing. Then why not just say it? Like, why not just come on? Don't just say that it's going to be private. Like, what are we supposed to judge? Or was that little thing that you guys shared just so hastily posted because you started seeing negative feedback on something? You can't. All criticism is not like bad. Like, we're not trying to burn bridges when we're criticizing. And just because I like to use satire in videos does not mean like I don't want the league to succeed. How the fuck do we go 2 weeks ago saying that like we're ACL defenders and going against, you know, we're always anti-ACL. Now all of a sudden we're like anti-ACL and like we don't want anything. It doesn't go both ways. We want the game to grow.
It's whichever way the narrative wants to go.
But I think the ACL needs to realize that although when they say they want the game to grow, they ultimately mean they want the ACL to grow. And the ACL is not all of cornhole.
Yeah.
I care about the game in general. And I think the ACL is the best model right now to propel that game across the board. But like, I still think some of the changes they're making is like just alienating a fan base that you need for this game to be successful. You want to take the next one, you're going to hear the word unity and collaboration, a whole bunch in our dramatic readings. Okay. Just remember that. And just keep that same energy though. And it has to come from both sides of the party. It's not just like, shut up and do what I say. Is kind of the vibes I was getting a little bit.
A little bit.
But if nothing else, I hope they make changes. I hope that we find out and they have a virtual event and then I'll be all good. And then we can nerd out about it and great. And if you guys want help, reach out.
So hypothetically though, if they don't change it and it's all private, then we see these teams roll out and we're just like,
I don't care.
How the fuck did this team come about?
Yeah.
So that's what you're leaving yourself up to.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying. There's going to be wild speculation if you don't make this thing public to some facet and just save yourself the trouble.
I get they can't be public because again, they don't even know how many teams there are.
Yes.
So from what I've heard is that the Missouri Maze owner has dropped out. From what I've heard, I can't 100% confirm that, but from pretty good source, I've heard that Missouri Maze is out. And that there's 2 new team owners that since they have announced those 8 that have stepped forward that are going to be owners of teams, which are ACL bag makers. I won't publicly say until the ACL does. But then there's 2 other outside investments that might make 2 more teams or might just hop on the backs of somebody else and just kind of tag team with it. So it does make it difficult. The deadline is basically like Myrtle Beach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because then the draft I think is like right after that. So like it's everything's happening very, very quickly, and everyone's got to get their ducks in a row, and it just makes it seem very chaotic.
Yeah, and then just one more little snippet of like all of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I read that little blurb about players being able to opt out, like during this time right now. They can opt out of teams entirely.
Correct.
For fear of like clashing with like a back sponsor.
Yeah, correct.
So like I think Ethan Walker openly admitted that he opted out because like Alien wasn't, or Logic wasn't a part of any team affiliation, so he just opted out to not have to deal with that noise. Do you think that's detrimental to have like a player of his caliber just like easily be like, no, I'm good. Like you guys don't have my back sponsor. And then B, like, what are ways that like ACL could combat that?
I think it would be a big issue if there were enough Ethan Walkers that were sitting out.
Yes. I mean, it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
But it could be a trend that we see if like the right bag makers aren't involved.
I think that there's enough teams out there that don't give a shit about what bag you throw.
That's what I'm
thinking. You just
too.
go to those teams.
Yeah.
And if you know that this is a BG team and you just don't like, and I'm not trying to take a shot at anyone. If this is a AAR team and you just don't like AAR bags, you wouldn't be interested in like signing with that team.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're getting light
But if you're
years away
drafted,
from like,
do you have to sign with them?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't
that.
know.
So my other question, like with like how do the ACL combat that? Why wouldn't they open it up to bag makers and be like, hey, if you buy a team, that's your royalty fee. Like that's paying, or like give like a percentage off or something like.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I hope that they're doing something like that behind the scenes to just kind of show the faith in keeping it like in the family type deal.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to put limitations on that specific piece of equipment used for the team. Like
it's tough because I think that if I'm a team owner, I want my team to win because that's how you're going to get the most notoriety in a team aspect right away. So I want my players to play with whatever equipment that they're going to feel best with.
Yes.
I'm not going to force their hand.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, if I'm a bag maker, you throw my bags and I have a whole team of my guys. If not, then like I still probably want you to throw what you're going to feel best.
fair enough.
I mean, because again, how many times have we seen like really good performance on TV translate into bag sales now?
It doesn't.
It doesn't anymore. At one time, it definitely did. You know what I mean? When the bag market was booming, it doesn't do so as much now. So I think it would be okay if they threw something else. So more, as long as the team's winning. Sure. As long as that player is performing well. If they're not performing well with those bags, then I could see you have an argument.
Yeah.
So,
well, just wanted to bring that up because I just thought it was worded weird.
No,
the whole
for sure.
thing. It was just like
absolutely. All right. So
weird stipulation.
This week we have a special edition of Dramatic Readings.
Yeah, it's dramatic listenings.
Apparently, we were. I think Trey has joined us in the past and has done kind of like a State of the Union of cornhole. I was told that he did like kind of like a State of the Union like episode, kind of ACL around the ACL podcast. So I don't listen every week, but every once in a while, if I hear them going over, if I want to hear some analysis, stuff like that, because I do think I do like listening to Trey. I like listening to Anthony Ione. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're insight. They're still two of the best minds in the game. You know what I mean? Like, fun to nerd out, listen to what their takes are. So I tuned in this week, and these are some of the primary like highlights of what I'm taking away and what the stuff that I kind of want to respond to.
Okay,
let's do it.
So
this first part, it'll be Trey, and you'll hear Mish take it off. So we want to do the.
You, Trey, but Anthony, you can hop in wherever. But what changed the most in 2025 for you, Trey?
Yeah, I have a different perspective than I think, being on growing into more of the business side of things. I'm more focused on kind of ways that we can change the overall sport, and maybe going to take a little bit less of like, I think we threw less airmails in 2025. I did see a stark difference from the business side and the staff side of the business, putting much more of a grassroots focus on the sport and trying to make this game one that we can grow from, really, for lack of a better put it, the bottom up, rather than the top down. And I think that was a switch that flipped in a lot of the different staff that I work with on a day-to-day basis. And so I think that's really exciting. And so between the tech that's coming out, a newfound focus for the cornhole operations group, I really think that the ACL more than ever is taking a player-first approach. And I know that will roll the eyes of plenty of people out there that don't believe it. But it's more of an observation for me. That's not a mandate. That's not that's really even not me not even getting on a soapbox. It's an observation. I'm seeing more and more people approach every decision with, is this going to help us get more people playing in ACL events, right? And so I think that's a good sign for the sport and should be, exciting for people that are listening in.
All right, so I agree. Like it's important that they're finally putting the emphasis on like the players that are bringing the money into the game, like for these tournaments. It makes
I've been
sense.
saying it for years. It's not the pros making.
Well, that's
money.
what frustrates me is that they're talking about this grassroots effort, and then when I'm doing stuff and I bring something to light, like the draft, like to me that affects like the grassroots player.
Yeah, you're
those are your fucking fans, man.
Yeah,
like those are the diehard fans.
Looking forward to seeing the next steps of progression in the sport.
Correct. Yeah, you want people to become fans of a game in general. Like you want them to like nerd out about fan stuff. Like that's where I'm coming from. Like I agree. Like the grassroots is really important. You need to take care of your fans, 100%. Like you need to take care. Like there has to be a checks and balances a little bit, and that's why like keeping this so private and then asking for them to also care about it. And like it to me, this almost seems like an experiment year. You know what I mean? Like we're just kind of throw it all together, and if that's the case, then like it's okay. I agree. I think the best move for them all together with teams would have probably been like, listen, we're going to try to roll this out, but we want to do this right. So we're going to take this year off because when we come back next year, we're going to be really good.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I think his answer is incorrect. I mean, the biggest change in 2025 is you eliminated 156 pros.
But they opened up to...
Then you opened it up to have way more. So you're reverting back to what we started with.
Yeah, correct. Kind of. Yeah. I mean, obviously the top 100 have like automatic spots into it, and
they're starting to give that allure of the pro potential just being local, like which was where it started.
Correct. Back
in the day. So
yeah, I mean, in Cleveland, how many pros did we have? You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. And it's a smart move for grassroots approach. Like give people the feeling that the dream is attainable without having to leave and travel very far.
Yep. And we'll go over in terms of things I think also that they've done well was eliminating the travel requirements for pros, like taking away the fact that you needed pro points or for open points, like you would get like pro points and opens.
You're
like
a pro, you go to pro events.
Make the signatures really mean something, and those guys are still going to travel because that's what they do for a living. You know what I mean? Like they're going to go there. You don't have to force their hand.
Yeah.
Like if you keep the pros happy across level, it just makes one group of individuals happy.
If they're still still a pro, then they still got the itch. They want to get out there and play and compete. So they'll show up where they can.
Absolutely. Next. I think the next one's pretty long.
It is.
Okay. Buckle up.
Watch. What needs to change in 2026, Trey?
Yeah, I'm going to take more of the businessy approach, right? I look at where our sport is right now, and I kind of really like to compare it to the landscape I'm seeing in other professional sports right now. There's a lot of things going right for the NFL and the NBA and some of these big sports, but there's also a lot of struggle in a lot of sports, right? And so because of that, what some sports out there are realizing is it's hard to cultivate a really strong, rabid fan base and to be able to grow those. And so for us, I think what's really important, and whoever you are within the sport, I hope you listen to these words when I say it, being a cohesive, all-in-one, rabid fan base of the sport that supports one another will be the difference between cornhole being able to take the second and third step to go to the next stage of growth, right? And that has responsibilities plenty on the ACL side, but it also has some on the fan side as well, right? I mean, the ACL's got a lot of work to do in a good way, in a challenging way. We're, taking a tech approach. We're taking a player-first approach. Teams is something that we'll continue to expand upon and really excited for what's coming with teams. But All those different things, it won't change overnight, but there's even personnel things that we've done behind the scenes and really tried to put the best foot forward, trying to be as healthy of an organization, but also one that is focused on growing its player base, right? And with that comes responsibility from even the players themselves to help, being a supportive, realistic, but also, one that's going to help us take that next step, right? This is going to be a team, this is going to be a teamwork. It's got to be teamwork focused, because if we don't work together, both an organization and the players that love this game, cornhole will just be a backyard game that we professionalized a little bit. But if it's one that brings a lot of people together and vigor, really just brings them together to take the next step, then there is no limit to what cornhole can become. I believe that.
Yeah, 100%. Anthony.
So, all right. I think that was a little, to me, that I took that as a little bit directed towards us, a little bit. And this was like early on, like in their conversation of like the whole spiel. So I'm like, all right, well, rabid fan base. All right. Like, I prefer passionate. You know what I mean? Give a shit about it. Because again, like if it wasn't for us, like you wouldn't have a job.
Yeah, rabies is
like,
the
if it wasn't
silent
for
killer.
fans.
Okay.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, probably not the best term. But yeah, it's I get the sentiment. Like, and obviously, like we've been saying it for a while. Like, Trey alluded to it before. He's thinking more on the business side of things right now.
Yeah.
He's thinking big picture things, which I think is a good role for Trey. But he needs to understand, like, again, when you say cornhole and you want cornhole to grow, you don't mean cornhole. You mean you want the ACL to grow.
Yes.
Because like you're not all of cornhole. Like you're not, like, that's ACL's not, like, you guys might be like the biggest, most popular league. Yes, 100%. But like there are a lot of people that don't play in your league that are also outside that might still be fans. You know what I mean? Like, I do agree that sometimes as a population, people can be pretty negative towards the ACL.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I don't know where we fall anymore. Cause some people say we're too negative, but then some people say we never criticize. I like to criticize when I think that they're making a mistake that they need to know about. And like maybe no one else is afraid, like is too afraid to like speak up and like let them know. Like, it's okay to make mistakes, and that's one of the things that the ACL has done well over the years. Is they've done very well. Like, they've adapted, they've listened to criticism, and they've made changes. I think that's probably the strength of the ACL's team for the most part. I really believe that. And like what bothers me is like some of the posts that I made. Obviously, like, I'm trying to get eyes, right? So like I'll use like catchphrase, like the one thing, and I capitalize it.
Yeah.
That hurts so many people's feelings. Like, I'm not, like, obviously that's not what I truly mean. It's like, it's hyperbole, people. It's fucking satire. Like, don't take everything so literal.
Too much faith in humanity, Sean.
I know, but like everyone takes everything so literal now. It's just like, I'm just having some fun. Like, it's so boring. Like, you can't. Do we want it to be
anymore,
stuffy?
Dude. Yeah.
Like, cornhole's not stuffy, man. Like, let us have some fun. Like, it's okay to laugh at ourselves. It's okay, right?
But do professionals laugh at themselves?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we
should
take ourselves seriously. Like, dude, brother, like, stop.
Yes, pros do laugh at themselves. You look on any sideline during a football game; they're all enjoying themselves. They're playing, the thing that they became passionate about at a young time, and they love it. I mean, this is same. Like,
I just very much
be in the moment. And have
I just
fun.
very much take this as like, we need to work together, yes, but like almost like just trust us.
Work together, but like we'll take the lead. It's
we're only loud like when we feel like there should be a change made, and like I'm not overly critical. Like, we've been very positive on many of the changes been made throughout the years, but right now I think, and this was again about a very hyper specific aspect of teams that we were like really blowing out of proportion, because that's kind of what we do, and it's
100%.
Get people all riled up, and is it that big of a deal? Like, to me, the draft being private was a big deal because, like, as a content guy, like that would have been very easy for us to go.
Yeah.
Do I get their side? Yeah, I get it. Like, it sucks, and I hope they change their mind. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. But like, I still want everything to be successful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we talk about it every week.
Yeah, and we like going to the events.
All right,
there's one.
This starts to ramp up here a little bit. So let's go to the next one.
Next.
What's the biggest threat to the sport's growth right now, Trey?
Kind of alluded to this, but I think it's unity across what we're doing. And I'll continue to reiterate, like, look, I think the ACL has plenty of responsibility in this, if not maybe a majority of the responsibility, right? And so there are things that we have to do, and there's the step one though is recognizing that that's what we have to do, and that's why the ACL is focused on the initiatives that I think have been most important for our growth. So I think I think unity among players and the league are going to be the key to where this sport can grow.
Anthony?
We keep cutting Anthony off.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't know. The whole unity thing bothers me because it's like it's a one-sided thing. Because like if we complain about it, then you're just be like, oh, you're not being unified.
Yeah, if you're not with us, then you're against us. It is
not unified.
Yeah, it's still a two-way street. I mean, I know it's not a democracy, but you like criticism. Like we say, you guys listen to criticism. You adjust, but again, criticism like it goes both ways. You hear it, we give it. Like you guys like give us criticism as a fan base as well. So
well, it goes both ways too. Like how are we supposed to like work together if we're never told anything? Like everything, we're just reactionary.
At the end of the day, we're not the reason why there's regionals canceling and shit left and right.
Exactly.
All right. Like it's not our fault. Okay. So like it's a weird time for the sport. So yeah, I mean, I understand like, you want to say things like unity and everything, but sometimes like you also got to sleep in the bed that you made. So
I don't know, like unity, like, I don't know, like I think Trey is very good for the sport, and I know he wants, despite what people think, I truly think that Trey and the team, for the most part, for the ACL, like they care about this shit, right?
Yeah.
Not just because of their livelihood, but because like this is like a passion project for them. Like, they started it. They want to see how big they can get this.
For
like,
sure.
I completely get that. But like sometimes in these interviews, like he does like these keyword things. We're not in a business meeting. You know what I mean? Like just let your guard down.
Yeah.
A little bit. And that's my only issue. Is like why I don't listen to the ACL podcast
just let
sometimes.
it off the
So,
cuff
like,
sometimes.
yeah, man. Like I want to see you on your couch, just chilling and just let it rip, man. Like if you're pissed off about what we say, just then fucking say it, man.
Yeah.
Don't have to make everything so polished all the time like this, but it's all good. It's all good.
It's all good.
All right, next.
And I know sometimes people see that as
Or no, you want the other one?
No, because this one's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
a negative. We're like, oh, another change. But that's what you're saying, Anthony, is exactly right. That just shows the strength of the ACL because they're willing to try things and hear the voices, the ones that are relevant.
I can hear the eye rolls from here from the
It wasn't an eye roll,
You
it was
never
a smile.
listened to us.
Just
All right, well-
insert SpongeBob vocal stem. Oh brother, this guy stinks.
Oh man. All right.
Had to hit him with a little rim shot there.
All right, so first of all, at least we know we are relevant, because if there are enough, like that means if they bring us up in a podcast, it means that we made it into a meeting somewhere. At some Zoom call, like our post was talked about. So at least we know we're still somewhat relevant. So like by calling us irrelevant, it's like validating that y'all listening.
Yeah. And
You're listening. And it kind of hurts my feelings, Michelle. I thought we were on good terms. Like calling us irrelevant like that, like that's like, so that's kind of disrespectful, to be honest with you. Like I like to think that there was a level of respect between like all of us, that we were all on the same page, and yes, we go about things a little bit differently, but we're all still growing the same thing. So like if the subtle shot game's open, like open market, then we can let it fly. We've been looking for a podcast beat for a while. We can do it with this one, but
I'll start listening to
I'll be
Around
civil.
the ACL
I'll be
again.
civil. I'll be civil this time. I'll let it slide, but yeah. So at least we know we're relevant. That's good. It's good to know.
Just saying, like, I just always love the whole relevance thing, and like, if you look at the top ACL pros, Sean, we like double their followers, man.
I'm not worried about that. It doesn't bother me anymore. It's just I used to worry about that when we were first starting. Now I'm just like, I just like having fun. Let's go out and have fun and talk about the stuff that interests us and doing it. And I'm just a huge nerd. Cornhole's still fun to watch.
I know, like
Still nerd out
it
on
baffles me
shit.
that like even though I'm not playing as frequent as I once did, like I still find myself like I'm ready to see a sig already. Like I want to see.
Oh, dude, I'm lurking
Yeah.
in the shadows. Like I've watched live streams.
Yeah,
and stuff.
exactly.
I
Like,
might not always be in
I
the
want
comments.
this
I've
shit
been
to go
quieter in
down
the
already.
comment sections recently, just watching. But especially when I see a player that I'm not super familiar with, see what they got. Like,
Yeah,
just what do
for
they
sure.
what do they strike me as? And sometimes that's how you find the diamonds in the rough. You know what I mean? Like, but because we haven't done like the betting show, and I know Dane's been putting off doing any version of a power ranking forever. So I don't know. I'm at his mercy whenever he feels ready.
Dude, I was ready this week, and then you said you wanted to do all this shit. So I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so we have an awesome interview coming up.
Yes.
Hunter Thorson and Sam Shipp. Sam is the owner of Bust You Up Cornhole. It was a fantastic interview. I mean, it's like well over an hour long, I think.
For sure.
Hunter Thorson, super polished dude. Never met him before. Never talked to him. Sam was nice enough to invite him along. Just it was a great interview. We had to do a little draft. We talk a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, it was just it was really solid. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope everyone's getting ready for Christmas. We have some awesome interviews coming up, lined up. I know next week we have one of the new like younger sensations that's creeping up everywhere in the cornhole community, Mr. Colt Kenner.
Hell yeah.
Fan of the show. He's going to be joining us next week. We also have we're working on putting a series of episodes together with the ACL team owners. So for the next like 2 or 3 weeks, we have team owners lined up. So investment
looking
group
forward to
guys,
that,
cornhole
yeah.
community guys. So it's kind of a wide variety. So pretty excited to kind of see where that goes.
Hell yeah. I'm interested to pick their brains to see like what made them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like.
So
realize
working
that it
behind the
was
scenes
a
to get
good-
line that stuff up. So, but yeah, hope you guys enjoy the interview. Glad we're relevant, but we'll back next week with more audio gold. But
trying.
until then, go buy Draggin Bags.
Hell yeah, man. The WGCB, baby. Get it.
Get it
Fucking world's greatest cornhole bag. It's the name.
for sure.
It's not lying. It's great.
And we're part of Team Dragon. Just to we got. I don't know if you can see my jersey.
Yeah, Sean's looking all like
Little Miami
Vice
yeah,
fresh.
yeah, little Miami
Gorgeous.
Vice. Yeah, especially in this cold weather, kind of
yeah.
what I needed today.
Warms your
Yeah, and if you want to
soul.
support the show and stuff like that, go to Patreon. We do bonus episodes. We do happy hour. If you go to patreon.com/bigasscornhole for the price of beer a month, you can help support us, get some bonus content. We just actually had just one of the best happy hours we had in a long time. This just yesterday.
Yes, yeah, it was a great
and
time.
it was awesome. And I wish we had more time. There's stuff I want to dive into, but I'm going to save it for next week when I want to give it the time it deserves. Because we got some really good like discussions, and some ACL pros were there, and it was a good time. But I want to make sure we give it enough time that it deserves. So.
For sure. Hell yeah.
And we got to save some content because cornhole, baby. Signatures can't come soon enough. But all right, hope you guys have an awesome week. We'll be back next week with more. But until then, we hope you throw it straight. That's nothing but 4 baggers from here on out.
Cornhole.
Later.
This interview is brought to you by Airwolf Athletics, baby. Greatest apparel in all the world. If you want to be part of the Wolf Pack, it's as easy as heading over to airwolfathletics.com.
If I could howl or do something cool, I would.
Yeah, just say howl at the moon if you want after you buy a sweet jersey or shirt or set of boards. I mean, he's got it all. He's got it all. So head over to Airwolf Athletics, hook our boy Brandon up, be a part of the Wolf Pack.
I mean, just a
Fucking
like,
awesome.
a follow on Instagram or
Everything, yeah.
Facebook, and a wolf gets its wings.
Hey, we're talking about unity here, folks.
If you buy a T-shirt, I heard a rumor was that a baby wolf gets born and 20 wolves get their wings. So I'm just saying,
What?
just try it out.
Oh my God.
Or a nice hat. You know what I mean?
Have to
For sure.
get it.
All right. Well, welcome back to the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast. We're now joined by Mr. Hunter Thorson and Mr. Sam Shipp. What's going on, guys?
How you doing? What's up?
Nothing
Nothing.
much. Thanks for having me.
It's been a long time coming, Sam. We were kind of talking before we were recording that we're a little bit. I would think we would be considered like OGs around this point,
100%.
at least in the professional cornhole world,
I would hope so.
right? I mean, but in a good way, right? Like whatever the kids would use. So, Hunter, it's very nice to meet you. I don't think our paths have ever crossed.
No, I don't really know. Like I've always seen your guys' stuff and I've always watched it, but yeah, I don't think I've ever met you. Where are you guys based out of?
So we're out of Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, and I'm trying to
up in
think
the-
how
in the
long
north.
how long ago did you become a pro player?
So this is my fourth
Okay.
Years of pro, third year.
So we've definitely been at like nationals and
Yeah,
stuff like
we've been
that.
around
Yeah.
you, but just never
talked. Okay.
never chit chat.
Who have been your pro partners so far? Like I know you Hunter and Hunter the last 2 seasons you've been with.
Yep. So
Who were your
my
partners before that?
rookie year, I played with Carson Getty,
Okay, that's right. Okay.
and then that I kind of found quickly that wasn't the route that I wanted to go for the rest of my career, and so it came up, and me and Hunter have been not only as a partner, but I've gained like a best friend. So it's been super cool to play with him, and it's awesome.
Yeah, he's been really good for a really long time. So, and he's been a pro and kind of show you the ropes a little bit too. And started off really young. So, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay, so it's cornhole your full time gig right now?
So actually, I graduated from high school when I was 16. So I did kind of the dual enrollment, and then after that, it was kind of like I can do more while I was in school. So I kind of picked up cornhole, and it starts as it always does, like blind draws, and then it gets just bigger and bigger, and it all snowballs. And then I made it to the pro qualifier, and then I ended up winning it. And so then I've been here ever since.
Was that still like would you still consider that like the hardest day that you've had as like a in terms of like cornhole competition?
Honestly, I think Worlds this past year was probably one of the hardest days of it. Just because, so the way they did it last year was you had doubles in the morning, and then you had singles later that day. So the gauntlet was you had more of a break. But when, like at Worlds, it was you played doubles, and then it's like, okay, we got 2 hours. I'm not going to sit around. So then I was just throwing the whole time, and then singles was a gauntlet of, obviously it's the top 30 in the country. So I would say that would probably be my longest day, but the pro qualifier definitely is up there. It was a super fun day because like just the atmosphere. I don't know if you've ever been to it's so competitive and
to watch.
It's if you're
for sure,
like nerd like into like the competition and like getting into like player names and stuff. It's probably the best tournament day to go to besides World Championship. That whole week is kind of awesome. Like I say, if you're a cornhole honk, you got to go to Spencer's, but you also have to go to Worlds. You know what I mean? Like they're two like crazy like different experiences
for sure.
And even the challenger brackets, like this year, I give kudos because I was a big fan as someone who didn't have to play the challenger brackets. Obviously, it was nice, but it was super cool to watch the challenger brackets, like the people that you don't always see up on broadcasts, like getting some more broadcast time and just these great games that you don't always see happen. So I was a big fan of that as well.
I love the format change. That was a very nice change. Sure. I loved it. It gives you something to play for during the season, but like you're not out of it. You know what I mean? Like if you just have 1 or 2 bad nationals, but then all of a sudden you get hot, like you can still be that team that can go in and win it all. That's what you still want to give everyone a chance. You know what I mean? So right. If you didn't like, so it's cornhole something that you were actively seeking to try to make it pro, like is like a pinnacle, or is this like I'm going to go to the pro qualifier and just see what happens, and then like it kind of stuck?
So it's a funny story because it was like my eighth grade year of high school or of middle school.
Okay.
And they're like, pack your stuff up, you're going home. This is right when COVID was happening. And then we had no idea. So they're like, you get a week off of school. After that week, you came back and it was like this hybrid weird learning where no one actually did anything. But anyways, my English class had an assignment where it was get better at something. And so I documented my journey and I picked cornhole. And so I practiced that pretty much every day. And then once I started playing more, I kind of started traveling that year to just more opens and more tournaments and stuff. And then I'm like,
when we weren't supposed to travel.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
We started playing cornhole in 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think our first competitive tournament ever was like 2016, 2017. We finally joined the league in 2018, did that for a year. And then we're like, we should start talking about it. And then the world ended.
Yeah.
Like it was literally Cleveland National was supposed to be here. We had just kicked off the podcast 4 months before. We had spent like $1,000 in merch. We were just going to walk around, like just try to promote the shit out of the show. And then the fucking world ended. And I'm like, well, I guess like this is a sign from God that like I wasted money like on doing this, like, but it worked for us. Like it ended up blowing us up and it gave us an opportunity.
Yeah, not only that, Sean, I was supposed to fly out to fucking Aruba that goddamn Tuesday after the national. Literally had like the most ballin' ass 2 weeks set up in my entire young adult life, and it just was taken right from me, literally that day by COVID.
So how old were you when like you started like documenting like how like to get better in cornhole?
So I was probably 14 or 15 years old at the time.
Okay. All right.
And then I played a bunch, and then it was kind of that 1 year leading up to the pro qualifier. I was like, I'm going to travel, and I think I can make it. And then I went to the gauntlet, and I ended up, actually, funny story, the only loss I had at the gauntlet was Jake Brandon. I beat a bunch of other people that are still playing now, but I did lose to Jake Brandon. Which was
He
fun.
can always have that.
He'll
Now.
hang his hat on.
Oh
it.
yeah,
Jake was a hell of a player though, and he doesn't
He
get
was.
credit. He was very, very good. Was he like one game short or something from qualifier?
One bag.
One bag, right? That's
One bag.
Yeah, it's wild, man. How different that worked out for him. Jeez, oh man.
for sure.
Question remains: would he be a pro if he made it? Still, do you think he would have ever found this niche of sticking with the commentary, or would he
Yeah, because I think that's what
Living
he was
his
studying
true
anyways, I
dream.
think.
living his true dream?
I don't know.
Do you know every commentator for baseball at some point was like, "I would rather be playing."
Listen, I'm gonna be nice to Jake because he's like the one person that's not talking shit about us over there. So like I'm gonna be
I'm
nice
trying to
him.
get everyone on the other side. All right, like he's the last one we got to get over there.
Was there
He's a great guy, man.
Oh, Jake's a dude. I really do like Jake, and I think
Hell yeah.
he's been a perfect like step. He's like a perfect person to fill in for like the Trey, little bit of Trey, little Anthony Ione, little Wally. You know, what I mean, he's like a very good combination, and he's been very good at it. So he's
sure.
very entertaining, knowledgeable, and you know the most important part is he's about like that age of like all the good
Right.
pros. You know, that's important. Like I try to tell people,
Right.
the reason we don't go to a lot of events anymore, like no offense, but like I don't want to be hanging out with 12-year-olds. You know what I mean? Like that's not my
Right.
idea of like when we first started, like cornhole was like all people our age, you know, like 30 and up, and it was fun and like debauchery was awesome. And then all of a sudden, like, well, I can't do that if a 12-year-old sitting there watching me and judging me. Like this is fucking changing. Like
Yes, you can,
this is
Sean.
weird.
You just
Like,
have to block it out.
I mean, they're my kids is one thing, you know what I mean? But like, you know what I mean? Like,
I see it every week.
was there somebody that like that you knew that got you in like even your first set of bags or something, or is this something that you saw on YouTube and you were Mark Richards and you're like, I'm gonna do that one day, Mom. I need a set of boards.
So my neighbor Joe was kind of like my ringer, and he to this day, like he's probably my biggest success. Like I give him all the credit in the world because he was the one that taught me everything. He would bring me to tournaments before I had my license, and like
Nice.
to this day, he's really became like a grandpa. Like I go over to his house, you know,
Oh, yeah.
every now and again, and just.
What did your
just
parents
bullshit
think
with him.
about it?
So they knew him before,
Okay.
and then they were like, "Yeah, you can go with Grandpa Joe." Like that's what we always called him, you
All
know.
right,
And
cool.
so they let me go, and then I kind of grew up in the bar.
What do they think about? What do they think about it now? Like, are they like? Do they still think it's like kind of wild that you could like you make money like doing this?
It's a very interesting topic. Like my parents, like they were like school to
Yeah.
my siblings, and so I was the last kid. I'm the baby, so it definitely was a little bit looser. But yeah, it's crazy to think now what I'm doing compared to my siblings. It's been truly, honestly, a blessing. It's pretty cool.
So if I ran
country.
into your mom right at a grocery store, I hadn't seen her in years, but we're old friends, and she's like, "What's Hunter up to these days? What's she gonna tell me?"
God, so this has happened, like the same thing.
I
almost.
figured you would say that. I want to know what
Yeah,
it
I
is.
know.
It's like, oh, he's a professional. You know, he's traveling the country playing cornhole, and everybody
Awesome.
says the same thing. They're like, "What?
What?
That's a thing." It's and every time it's funny.
It's the best. At some point, though, you just kind of roll with it and you just have fun with it. At first, like I remember my wife would be like, my husband has a podcast, and the next question is always be like, "Oh, what's it about?" I'm like, "What's it about?"
Why? Just leave it at I have a podcast.
Professional cornhole. And they're like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, they're like, "Oh, that's nice. Like, does anyone listen?" I'm like, "We actually get paid to do it.
It's
like,
so
turn into a
deflating
part-time job."
to see somebody's just pure joy
Yeah.
entirely leave them and turn to
Yep.
just kind of laughter when
Oh.
you say it's related to cornhole.
Yeah.
But then once you start getting into it, they're like, "Oh, I guess that's okay."
Yeah.
That's pretty much how you settle everything.
Well, and listen, I've had people who try to be dicks and like will say something. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. What's your hobby?" I'm like, "How much money do you make doing your hobby?" I'm like, I bet we do pretty well doing our hobby. Like this, I do this as like a joke on the side, and we get paid to do it.
Right.
Like it's
That's
fine. You want
awesome.
to play fucking pickleball, you loser. Like it's fine.
I love pickleball. Shut your
Yeah.
mouth, Sean.
I know, but like it's just like yeah, it's fine.
You're just scared to face me. All right.
I've honestly never played.
Anytime,
Never played.
any day.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to.
No, I
don't
just-
really want to
yeah.
pick up another hobby.
I
Not my
honestly,
business.
if there was weather good enough to go play pickleball like outside, because again, like indoor, like I don't know, like I'd just rather go golf. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like that's my other. Now again, I do not claim to make any money golfing whatsoever. but that's why I do this.
No, that's why I lose money golfing. Pretty
sure.
much, it's my expensive hobby.
Sam, how did you get involved in like all this stuff? Like, were you playing cornhole at first, and then you decided like, let's make some shirts and roll with this thing? Like,
Pretty much, I probably played the first time around 2010. I actually owned a restaurant bar, and we had a big benefit for a friend of mine. He had a child. That child got sick and stuff, so we just had a big benefit. And he actually introduced me to the game. He was from Ohio. Actually, he lives here now.
Okay.
And he said, let's do a cornhole tournament. And I'm like, a what? He's like, a cornhole tournament. And I was like, man, Chucky, I don't know what's going on with that, man. I said, that shit, North Carolina, that ain't what it means,
what was big in Carolina at the time? Like, was it washers or horseshoes, or is there anything?
I live right on the coast, man, so it's surfing.
Okay.
People down here are surfing and skateboarding and
I got you.
BMX, stuff like that. It's just we're right beside the ocean here, so that's what happens.
For the less athletic folk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horseshoes probably, maybe horseshoes or something like that, But anyway, we had it, it was corn bags and old 2x4 boards and plywood and shit. And I just messed around with it maybe for here and there I'd play. And then we started playing it, came back around. We just started playing about 2017, 18 and stuff, and just started from there. And then, COVID hit. And I started watching it on the ESPN. I was like, shit, that game's getting big, man. I might check it out, And we're still playing, me and all my friends in the backyard and stuff. By now, we've got, I've got game changers. I bought my first set of game changers.
We all had them. Yeah.
$20. I still got the damn things, believe it or not. But and I love those bags. I loved them.
I still have
just throw them. It was sliding airmail.
Yellow game changers. Yeah.
Yeah. I still got the game changers. The very first ones you ever put out, the second generation and third generation. I just keep them around just because, I don't know why.
Might as well.
I think fun fact, I think my yellow set of game changers I actually bought off Matthew Sorrell's back in the day.
Really?
Yeah. Way back in the day. We're talking like probably 6-7 years ago.
Was that right after he was selling like the Wi-Fi extenders?
You probably during, yeah, probably
Gotcha.
during this peak. Yes. Yeah, it's fun.
Anyway, we're playing in the backyard and stuff. We're all getting freaking drunk. That's what we did. We get up together on the weekends and shit. You get drunk, and at somebody's house. And by now we've built nice little setup places to play at and shit. And me and a buddy of mine was getting ready to go play. We're playing a tournament at his house, singles probably. And I said, dude, I'm going to bust your ass up. And he's like, what? I said, I'm getting ready to fucking bust you up, dude. And then we played and stuff. And then for like the next 2 weeks, they were all saying it. It just became the thing to say to each other. I'm going to fucking bust you up. Everybody's drunk. You know what I mean? You're having a good time. We're all good friends and shit.
Yeah, it's the best.
And it just stuck. And I've always been into marketing. I've done a lot of stuff. I've real estate, restaurants, insurance through my lifetime, and just been around marketing a lot and stuff. I said, I think I can make a brand out of that, And so I came up with my logo, and I made 48 shirts. I spent about $400. That's how I started.
All right. Yep. Sounds about right.
$400, dude. That's what I started with, and it kept on. And I had that shirt in black and white for about 18 months. That's all I had.
Yeah.
People are like, man, you gonna get a different color? You gonna have a hoodie? You gonna get a hat? You gonna do anything else or what? And I just like, shit, maybe they do like it, And I was like, well, shit, maybe I'll do a hoodie. And I did a hoodie, and long story short, here we are today. I sell thousands and thousands of items a year, man. It's kind of crazy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
I love
awesome.
how when people hearing how people can turn like a hobby or a side project into like a full blown thing, but it's also a grind though. Yeah, I mean, like you don't get enough credit for like you're setting up at like when at all these tournaments when everyone's there to have fun playing. Like those are long hours at the booths, man. You know what I mean? Like, and you have to like it. You know what I mean? Or like
those are 12 and 15-hour days.
Yeah.
I actually do enjoy them. I'm a social person. I like to be around people, and I like to talk, and I love to sell shit. I love to make money.
Yeah.
So all that works together for me. And I've probably played one time And all the worlds, all the regions, everything I've ever been to when I've set up, I've maybe played one time. And I want to.
Yeah.
But I can't. I usually don't have a bunch of help, but a lot of times players will come help me. And
Yeah.
Jerry, Jerry Zimmerman, he's from up in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. He started out as a brand ambassador for me about 3 or 4 years ago. And I met him at Worlds, maybe in 22 or something like that. And he said, man, I think I could sell some shit. I'm like, yeah, let's just try brand ambassador, Jerry. Let's just go from there, Big old Jerry, he's 6'3" or 4. He's got his hat on sideways, shit. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
We'll see how it goes, And anyway, he said, all right, I'll become a brand ambassador for you, Sam. And he did. And, maybe a year later, he's like, I think I could sell some of your shit up here, up in the Northeast. I said,
we see your shit all over the place in our own regionals. Like, it's all over the place. Man.
Awesome. Yeah,
so the longest time I thought you were like Columbus based or something.
Yeah, I thought you were Ohio based too, because like it started popping up out of like overnight, and then everyone was wearing it.
Yeah.
Well, he's done a good job of getting stuff out up there. He works. He lives in Pennsylvania, but he travels. He'll go to Delaware. He'll go to New York. He'll go to Jersey. He goes all around.
Yeah, because he's been to the Cleveland Regionals before.
Yeah,
great guy. They're going deep too. That's nice when they show up.
I love Jerry, man. He's actually become my number one guy in the country for selling my products up that way. So he's helped me out a bunch, and so he'll come help me. As a matter of fact, we're going to be at Myrtle Beach this year, and he's going to be staying with me for the first time ever. We got a condo down there, me and TJ Bowie, which I know you guys might have heard of.
Yeah. We did, yes, very much so. The problem is if you play during those tournaments, you miss all the fun stuff. You know what I mean? Like you don't get an opportunity to know what else is going on in the room. You know what I mean? And plus the venues have all the fun, especially at Spencer's. Like that's where you want to be back. It's about 10% anyways. Like first of all, you guys get exactly, and you get all the fun times happening and shade, which is a premium there. So, yeah, for sure.
No shit. I love Spencer's. That was a good time. It's an expensive trip for me.
Oh, that's why we didn't go this year, man. It's just so expensive.
Same reason I didn't go this year. I went the last 2 years, and this year I was just like, damn, I want to go, but damn.
Like, I know I'm not going to win money.
Yeah. I mean, for us, it's like, do we go to Spencer's or do we go to 3 tournaments throughout the year?
Yeah,
like it's the same cost. Like so,
I got lucky. As a matter of fact, Jerry Zimmerman helped me out with this. I kind of decided I was on the fence, and I said, Jerry, he said something about Paradise Grill, with Mike Napier from Delaware Cornhole. I was like, dude, I want that freaking tournament. I said, I want that tournament. I want to be the sole sponsor up there, because he only did one. He only does one.
Yep.
And he said, well, I'll see what I can do. And Mike got in touch with me, and I came up and I did a small tournament with him, like a weekend thing or something. I can't even remember. And that went over well.
That's Mike Napier, right?
Yeah. And we hit it off great. And then I inquired about Paradise, and he's like, yeah, I can probably work it out with you. And that's what I traded Spencer's for.
Hell yeah. That makes sense.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's a 7-hour drive.
I've heard it's a really good tournament.
It's definitely on the list. Like we got to hit that one at some point.
It's always a weekend that I can't remember which weekend it is, but like it's always been a weekend I haven't been able to go.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if it's the weekend I'm always like on vacation or.
I think it is. I think it's usually when you're like in Bethany Beach.
I think so.
Which is like right.
What's crazy is that I went up the night before. I said, I'll go up the night before and hang out, on a Friday night. Because it's just one day. It's Saturday, all day Saturday, And I was like, shit, I'll just drive on up there and I'll get settled in and shit. Then Jerry's like, well, they have a tournament Friday night over at some other place. It's not there. It's just down the road. He said, you ought to check it out. And I was like, all right, cool. I'll ride over there. It's just a bar and grill or VFW or something to that effect, American Legion or something.
Okay.
Went over there, set up, just pulled out one table, just a few items. I thought this is going to be a bust, but, it is what it is, I get to mingle with the people and stuff.
For sure.
Wound up blowing it out that night, selling about $1,500 worth of stuff in about 3 hours. I was like, ooh!
You give
Hell
people a
yeah.
little alcohol in their system. Yeah,
100%.
all of a sudden those shirts look real nice.
Especially, yeah, in their local spot too. Yeah, they want to rep the guy that's willing to show up. And
So
Right.
because you've been around and like pretty established brand for a while, how has like the player sponsorship aspect changed for you over the years?
Well, everybody, I think everybody knows the ROI is bad.
For sure.
You know, it is what it is. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I've had good luck with some. I've had no luck with others. You know, the very first pro I ever signed was Frank Modeling, and that was in 21, I think.
Okay.
Or 20, maybe 20. Yeah, 21, I think. And
It's an interesting pro for you to pick.
well, he was local to me.
Fair enough.
One of the best too.
No, 100%. I just feel like with your brand and personality, for you to pick Frank is very different.
I think it only became because Frank was very popular at the time. Game
100%.
Changer was popular.
Yep. He was getting a lot of TV time at that time for sure.
He was from North Carolina.
Yep.
His character. That's what I shoot for in my guys.
Okay.
You know, you can be the best guy out there. If your character sucks, if you're putting a bunch of controversial on social media and stuff, I don't want you.
Fair enough.
That's just who I am. You know, I try to stay out of all that bullshit.
Yeah.
So Frank was it, and he didn't do good for about the first 6 months of that year. Right there, and I was like, "Oh my god, dude, this is freaking horrible. I'm losing my ass," you know. So, but he's so freaking nice, you know. You just, you know, fuck it, you know. I love Frank, you know. So, anyway, he wound up going on a tear the last 6 months of that year, and he wound up on ESPN. And I had fought with him for about 4 months. I said, Frank, I don't care about the pro jersey, dude. I want that visor. You're known for your visor. I want that visor to say, bust you up cornhole right across of it. I said, I don't even have visors. I'm going to get them made just for you. Okay. And he kept saying, well, somebody else has got it or wants it. I was, you know, waited 3 months. I said, if they haven't made their move by now, Frank, I want the freaking visor. Okay. So he gave it to me. And then he wound up on ESPN. You know, the face shots, bust you up. That was kind of like my first jerk off session. I was like, I made it. I made it, dude.
No, it is true though. But like, it's, if nothing else, it's like a sense of accomplishment, because it's like it is a sense of gambling. You know what I mean? Like, you're gambling that your players are going to get you some exposure one way or another, whether it's selling product or putting on the big screen and getting in front of a lot of eyes. So it is like it's like a bet paying off.
It's a big time gamble, and that one worked out good because of the exposure, I think.
Yeah.
What nobody rushing to the website maybe and, you know, using Frank's code or anything like that, you know. But I don't even know if we did codes back then, to be honest with you. But anyway, he represented us well. Like I said, I'm a big guy on character as far as you repping my brand and stuff. Even though we're a little bit edgier than maybe some of the other brands out there, I still shoot for that type of personality. And now it's my thought process has evolved a lot over that time, those 3 or 4 years, to how to negotiate with these guys on, you know, something that's fair for both of us. And it's more of I want it to be more of a partnership. I don't want to just give you a check and you wear my shirt. You know, that doesn't work for me. I want you to sell product, obviously, but at least promote it. If I don't see you promoting it, it's not going to work out.
And what, like, as a business owner, what does that mean to you? Like, what is promoting? Is it just the thanking of a sponsor after a post? Is it like wearing the stuff? Is it all the above? Is it getting creative with gear? Like, what do you expect out of your players to?
Well, we do what you post on social media. Even though I've been on Facebook for 19 years, dude, and I worked a lot in social media marketing stuff. The algorithm's horrible, you know. Used to about 80% of the people who followed you would see your posts. Now it's about 2%. Okay, so that sucks.
Yeah.
So you can't expect these guys to run sponsored ads to do that. You know, you can't do that. So the Facebook mention's okay. It don't really do. I don't think it does a lot. I have stuff that tracks that stuff. I get a lot of it from sponsored ads off Facebook now. Facebook works good for me on sponsored ads and stuff. But out of those guys, just be creative. You know, I will have to say, I signed Matt Wilson. I think before Matt was only an advanced player when I said, I'll take you on, Matt. You know, I'll give you some gear and stuff and we'll go from there. And he started doing his videos and he did nice jobs with the editing and stuff, you know, and he actually got me thousands of followers. Matt got me thousands of followers.
He's very good at it. And it just like, he has his own style and like the way he shoots things. And I think it's like a perfect realm. It's like kind of what we needed at that time. So
Right.
Yes, I think very highly of his stuff that he puts out.
So he gave me a nice little bump. So he was creative. That's what I look for in somebody. That's almost more important than the podium. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless that podium is on ESPN or, you know, CBS Sports, that right there, something I can share and get out there to the people. And it can be funny. It could be having a good time. It could be serious. It could be, you know, how do you roll a bag or whatever. It could be a lot of different things. And then, you know, obviously I want you to wear the brand and, you know, try to give me some more exposure when you're on, you know, the live streams and stuff like that, you know.
I think it's a lesson that can be learned for people who are starting off or like want to try to grow a cornhole company, like specifically cornhole, is that you started small, but you picked somebody that was very reputable, like very like well known in the cornhole community who had good standing, and that kind of legitimizes your company right off the bat. I think. You know, someone's like Modlin's putting it on its head, like, well, it's got to be real, first of all. You know what I mean? Like, it's not some like fictitious.
Yeah, it's not like you bust you up and you're like, I'm going to go give it to Trevor Brooks because he might actually bust someone up.
Yeah, correct. Now, that would have been.
Hey, listen,
You're
fucking spot on with your analogies over there with Frank and stuff. That's exactly why I chose Frank. And look, I've talked to Trevor in the years past, and I was like, in my mind, I'm going, this guy here and my freaking name
in a black t-shirt with a little logo and then busted on the back. I mean, it's like a billboard, and like, you know what I mean? Like smoking a cigarette with bottle Jack in the other hand, like cornhole bags. I mean, yeah.
I always thought it was a match made in hell.
Yeah,
100%.
Yep.
Correct. And you know, I will give him. We gave
gasoline.
Trevor Brooks a hard drag push t-shirt like years ago in Erie at one of the nationals.
Him and Berkeley pair.
Still to this day wear it.
Yeah, they
Like
wear it.
you-
I see him every once in a
yeah.
while, just still repping it. And we're like,
Yeah.
yes.
And I like
They're good about repping old school that they've got along the way. I've seen him when he was playing at Spencer's one time, and he had on the guys from Myrtle Beach who don't do it anymore. I can't think of their name off the top of my head.
Myrtle Misfits.
Yeah, Myrtle Misfits.
The sandbox guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good people.
He was repping their stuff. So he's you know that he is loyal.
Oh yeah.
He's that guy.
He puts you through a test though. Like I remember he not dragged me, but like called me over to his car and I was too much of a pussy to say no. So he was like, and he basically poured me a very large glass Jack, and I like just took it as like, okay, I need to drink this right now. So, so I did, and I don't remember. And then we sat on the broadcast for like 8 hours, just crushing Miller Lite.
Pretty sure he just looked at me and he's just like, yeah, you can handle it. It's fine.
Like Trevor
Yeah.
I'm like, I just kept like, yeah, I'm see the future right now.
I will have to say one other thing on the pros that I've signed is in 23. I hooked up with Mark Richards, and Mark actually emailed me and said, hey, you know, would you be interested? And I was like, Mark, I've done this enough. I've talked to enough pros. I've been doing this for a while, dude. I can't afford you, you know? And he's like, well, how do you know? I haven't even told you how much it is. And I was like, I just know, you know, I just, this is what I do, dude. Okay. I know. And to shorten that story up, we wound up, settling on an amount, and it worked out. And that was the year he was #1 in the world and everything.
I remember.
But
He had your hat on for like almost over all of his wins.
yeah, and look, I got a lot of great exposure, and I got a lot of great content to use and stuff. So those were my biggest jumps as far as what pros have done for me. Frank brought me a little bit of national attention on TV. He's got a perfect character, perfect reputation, everything. I thought that's a good representation of my company. Mark, I felt the same way about. Clean cut, non-controversial wins. That's what I like. You know, we're going to say we want to bust your ass up, dude, but we're going to do it nicely. And we just want to walk away and be humble but we want to win. You know, we're in it to win it.
You can chirp and be respectful.
I love chirping.
Yeah, me too.
I used to be really bad about it. About 4 years ago, I did get the award at my local thing for most improved attitude.
I like that. I like that.
I was a thrower of bags here and there, or, you know, bang the wall maybe or something like that, you know. But I've gathered myself and I said, it's just a game, man. Let's go have fun.
I've dialed it down as I've gotten older. But when we first started getting involved in leagues, it was a regular. Like I would get in an argument or something with someone, not like throwing fists or anything, but like I was not afraid to like chirp. I was not below of like if I was not throwing great, I would tear this guy down mentally and just.
He would try.
And look, I still do it. I still freaking do it, man. When I play with my boys, that I know that we can. There's not gonna be any hurt feelings. It can be ugly.
I guess it's different because like that's kind of what we grew up with. Like all my friend group, like that's all we did was just like rip on each other nonstop. And as I've gotten older, I've realized like, oh, not everyone had that same experience, and some people are just way more sensitive. Like,
right.
People like in like the ACL, like they just happen to be very sensitive, and I just wish they could take a joke.
Ooh, shots fired. So the question is, we're gonna direct this over to Hunter now.
Yes, sir.
Oh, are your palms sweating now that we were talking about the up and comers that started bust you up? I mean, those are some big shoes to fill. I mean,
I agree.
How are you feeling right now? I'm nervous for you.
So, okay, honestly, like I've worked at a bag company and I've helped with sponsors. So like I totally get the deal, right? The ROI has been there for one player, and that one player was Trey Birchfield way back in the day, right? That worked out for Lucky Bags. That was his thing because he was winning. They grew together, and the reality of it is today is that's just not a thing. Like players expect that, oh, once I win, I get sponsors, I get paid. That's just not how that works. So like the way I look at it, right, is what can I do for you? Like I don't want to make any money unless I make you money. So for me, that's right. I can post. So I'm pretty consistent with my posting, and like another thing is after I win a local tournament and tag my sponsors, thank you. Like that doesn't work for me either. I try to be as creative as I can. So the way that I want to sell you something is I'm going to show you it 100 times each day.
Yeah.
Until you're like, God, maybe I should check this out. I've been seeing it enough. So like, for example, an example is like, does anybody know like the Kenny Vincent dude on Addicted to Cornhole?
Yeah. I know the name.
Name for sure.
He's the most annoying person ever with his posting, right? But it works. He sells the most because you see it 100 times a day and you're like, well, maybe I should check out Brotherhood Cornhole Bags, right? Yeah. And so like for me, that's what I try to do.
Yeah.
And then like playing wise, I try to shut up and play. I really don't like to talk and anything like that because like growing up in basketball, like that was kind of my background. I played AAU on the EYBL circuit. And so I was never the fastest kid. I was never the smallest kid, but I just shut up and played. And then that always worked for me. So yeah, I try to make, fun, creative content. And then on the board, it's a complete switch.
So what kind of basketball player were you? Were you like the gritty, like,
I'll tell you, I was the prototypical. I was one of the only white kids on my team. So
all right, so great rebounder, very fundamentally
stuck in the corner most of the time. I was a shooter.
You were probably a dime at the free throw line though.
No, I didn't miss. Yeah, that was my thing. Yeah, right. I was probably about 90, 94, something like that percent.
See, this is when like embracing stereotypes is just a good thing.
Exactly.
I mean, like it's all right, brother.
You're allowed to shoot from the elbow out. All right, you can never get inside.
There was one tournament that I hit 3 threes to start the game, and this was crazy. Like I was not even like that. I hit threes, but just like the environment that I was in, I was like, I was not expecting this to happen.
Do you remember what you were thinking at that time?
I was thinking, holy shit, and the other coach, he was wearing a do-rag and a Kobe All-American jersey. He took a timeout. He said, timeout. I was like, oh shit. He goes, y'all let that kid hit one more three. Y'all running sprints. And I was like,
they don't want to
I'm not scoring the rest of the game. And I didn't. I was face guarded the rest of the game, and so that was.
I wanted that to have such a better ending.
No, there was no.
The Christmas spirit, and it's like, no, it's all right. No.
But,
it reminded me of like we pulled into my house today, and we had like these 2 inflatables in our front yard because I have kids, and obviously they need something like that. So we have a Grinch right next to a Santa Claus. And I guess with the snowfall, it makes it look right now like the Grinch just beat the shit out of Santa because Santa's like face down with like one hand up and like the Grinch standing over. It's like my daughter thought it was very funny. So
Oh, just
little
leave it.
holiday magic.
Yeah, you don't have to clean that snow off.
Oh, she was laughing. She's like, "Should we go rescue Santa?" I'm like, "Hell no! Like, it looks so much better like this, like that. Let's just let it roll."
Stay down for a few more days. You
For sure.
don't have to go to work yet.
Oh yeah, Hunter, what bags are you throwing so far right now?
So I throw Brotherhood.
Okay.
I've been with Brotherhood for a couple of years now, and
What series are you throwing?
Throw the Guardian X's.
Okay.
When it first came out, I threw the Guardians, and then the X came out, and it was just better for what I did, and it helped everything else. So yeah, I'm a big fan. Like I truly believe in them. You know, there's a lot of bags. Like obviously, I'm not oblivious to the fact like a lot of bag companies, almost every one of them, they make a good bag. Like they're all making the same stuff. They're using good resin, but I really like the Guardian X's. I think they work for me. As far as like plain cuts and rolls and stuff like that, they just work. But yeah, I throw the Guardian X's.
For sure. Brent's a good dude. We like him a lot.
Oh, he's a great guy. I met Brent 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I was at Worlds and we just started chatting and stuff. And he's like, "Man, come over here and watch this kid play. He's going to be good, you know." And I was like, "Who is he?" He's like, "He's from California. It's Spencer Fabian-Oregon." And I was like,
Yeah.
"All right, I'll go there and watch you, will you?" You know the rest of the story,
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
you know? But Brent's a great guy.
What do you think about teams right now? Like, are you hoping to get drafted? Do you want like, is there a certain area you're hoping you're landing up?
There's some of the stuff I can't say, but
Fair enough.
I will say like teams, at least this year, I don't like how it was rushed, but that's gonna happen. Like,
That's not out of
they're
your
trying
control.
they're
I'm
trying
just-
to
like,
grow
are you
into it.
hoping you get drafted by somebody, or
I
signed
believe-
as a top
believe I
two?
will be, I guess.
Nice.
I don't know how else to say it, but
Okay, yeah.
no, I'm super excited for this year, the format and everything. I think it's going to be a lot more watchable.
Yeah.
As far as like everything's a bracket and it's played out, and I think it's going to bring a lot more viewership to cornhole. So
I
I'm
think
pretty
it
excited for
could.
that
The
aspect.
only thing I worry about is, are we going to lose a sense of the team aspect once the bracket play starts? Do you get what I'm saying? Like if there's
sure, yeah.
games going on at once, like are you going to lose that team feel? Now, if it's like you're doing bracket, but you're minimizing how many boards are going, so you
True,
can still
yeah,
have
so your
some
teammates
like
can be
local
there
support.
with you.
Yeah, like then it's different. You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing that concerns me. But I do agree. Like cornhole is a either doubles or singles, mono 221. Let's fucking go get it. You know what I mean? Like let's not do this and play single elimination kind of thing. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
So
For sure. But even like the teams, as far as the people who bought teams, like if you look, the Texas team,
Yeah.
and I believe the Spinners team,
Okay.
they're bought by marketing firms, and that's
Yeah.
big for cornhole because
It is.
that's what they do. Like they put eyes on stuff, and so I mean, as far as getting steps out there to get those people brought into it is huge. For
100% agree. I
That's the
think
goal.
that it shows that at least there's people who do this for a living in other sports avenues are interested in us enough.
Yes.
I mean, again, it's that one step towards legitimizing like the game in general. Because right now, like in terms of like sponsor wise, like yeah, you get Johnsonville Cornhole and Cornut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just like
Yeah.
Oh.
It's been the same for so many years, but it's a right step in the direction. At the,
No, 100%,
very
I agree.
minimum, and the new app that's coming out. That's I've seen some of it. They're making a lot of the right steps, which obviously they've pissed off a lot of people. And it's been a little hard to defend them over the years, but I'm never leaving. You know what I mean? That's where my friends are at, and so
yeah, no, I get
to
it.
see them kind of bar down and like, all right, they're continually trying to make changes is super important to us.
I've given credit year after year for the ACL. If I think one of the things that they do very well is that they have taken criticism. I won't say they've taken criticism well, but they have at least listened to criticism and then adapted to or made some sort of change the following year. Now,
100%.
they don't always get it right. Sometimes like what people are calling for and they make the change, it blows up and like you just have to, but they're willing to at least change something and try something new and not just beat a dead horse. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
I do respect them a lot. Like I don't always agree with the decisions they make, but at least just stick with it and go. And then if it doesn't work out, then adapt. And I think they have done well. I think Teams is definitely evident of that. So I think like, little things like the step over, like getting rid of the step over, you know what I mean? Like just finally making decisions, sticking with it, listening to the criticism and just going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, every year that I've been a pro, it's drastically changed. And
Yeah.
for people like bashing that, I get it, but it's not like they're
But
they're trying
again,
to
like,
change.
I
People
think-
They're
apparently
trying to listen.
change.
Well, it's not even that. I think for I completely get it. So I got in this weekend when I made the post about the draft, I had several pros DM me arguing with me about like pretty upset like about the joke that I made. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I thought it was just gonna get some views. I didn't think it was gonna get all this traction. But I explain I completely understand their aspect. Like I'm not attacking someone's like this is their livelihood, a lot of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not trying to ruin anything or take that away. So like I respect the fact that they're defending it, but I'm also coming at it in a way like I'm on your guys' side. Like I want this to grow. I think that not making it public is like a huge detriment to you guys or the fact of like ACL teams in general. And that was like my whole point. Like, but I do understand. Like, I think that if you're an ACL pro, they like they're one of their concerns for years has been like taking care of you guys, listening to what you guys want, which is important. Like, you guys are the faces of the league. Like, it's good.
Mhm.
But from an outsider's perspective, like, yeah, things are gonna piss people off sometimes. But I think it's completely normal for pro players to have one opinion and then like outsiders to have another.
Yeah, because I mean, like sometimes I feel like some pros will have this like almost pretentious like everything should cater to us, and the reality is that that's just not true because A, you're not a majority, and B, you're not making you're not making money for the ACL. Like
No.
They're making money when the intermediate, competitive, like all those people, they drive everything. So that's the key to growing the game is getting more of those people in the door. You know what I mean? Because it's not a spectator sport. They're here to
I think it's fair to say that you guys also help gain interest, right? Like you guys being on ESPN and putting on a show and like showing how great this game can be is a huge, like you guys are giant marketing tools for the ACL. So I
For sure.
completely get that. But at least you guys should be taken care of to some extent. But yes, I think that at times, I think they've actually gone too heavy in worrying about like what you guys think instead of worrying about the overall growth, which is where I think that we're seeing a change in like the ACL's mentality, and they keep using this term grassroots is what kind of what I keep taking home. So
For sure, yeah.
You saw that a year ago or 2 years ago when it was, where they were just ignoring those players. And
yeah,
I could tell it when I went to set up because none of those players were there. And those players, they're the ones who's buying merchandise. Let me tell you, they're the ones who drive the dollars because pros ain't buying nothing.
No.
Okay. We know that already. Not that we expect them to. All the way from the very bottom up to advanced. That's your sweet spot for the game and for merchandising and for selling product. And the ACL should know that.
Yep.
100%, yeah.
And that's why I like there's been very few pros or guests on our show ever that I did not like after we hang up and be like, I'll never have them on again. Hunter, you're a very nice guy. You're welcome on the show anytime.
There's still time though.
Opinions can change, but I don't do the show for you guys. I think we've used the show to give pro players a platform to let people an audience know, but I do this for fans of cornhole, not for pro players of cornhole. And I think that sometimes people forget that when I'm poking fun at somebody, doesn't mean I don't like you. But I'm trying to entertain our audience, and our audience is not pro players.
It's not.
And that's what I think that's where the disconnect comes from. And I love you guys. It's great. I think we're all working towards the same thing. We just go at it different ways. So
yeah, I mean, even some of my best most viewed videos in the 100,000s are videos where I'm side railing or I'm doing something
that's right.
Because it's relatable, and I'm we've all been there,
We have two videos that are over well over 1 million views. The first one's the Trevor Brooks one where he threatens to slap somebody. Or I think a few, because then we had the punching incident from the TCL. That was easy.
That was big.
And then the third one is, do you remember Eric Anderson?
Yeah.
So we were playing. I played Eric Anderson in something, and it was a round where I just completely he got 7 points on me, and it was basically I just titled it "How to Lose to an ACL Pro." It was just me playing fucking terrible, and it got 1.5 million views. I'm oh, that's just great.
Yeah,
I'm I should just lean into this. Just go get my ass whacked. All this
exactly.
Stuff. That's what the people want to see. I guess.
Everyone needs a W. Right? So just pay Sean.
It's true though. When I think of the content that I don't necessarily always go and watch YouTube golf, for example. I don't go and watch a certain guy because I think he's an awesome golfer. I just think he's entertaining and the personalities and
exactly.
Stuff. So I'm I don't. That's when we finally figured out we don't have to be good at this anymore. I'm oh, I don't have to stop.
I'll tell you a good example of that is go on TikTok and see what's got 1 million views or 2 million views.
Yeah.
And then you go see somebody that right off the top of your head who's popular as shit.
Yep.
The guy's got 5,000 views or likes, you know what I mean? I'm here's a freaking guy doing nobody knows him. He's doing some crazy shit.
Yeah,
get
correct.
10 million views, and to get somebody who's super popular that everybody knows is on there, and he's getting 5,000 likes. I mean, music stars or whatever, it doesn't matter. So that content, if that's what the people want to see, they want to see stuff like that.
100%. 100%. That's why we're definitely trying to change gears, like going into the next year, like what we're putting out content wise. Cause like our best videos have always been like the stupid skit videos that we do. You know what I mean? Like those are always like done very well. So we just need to start leaning into that and going in. So
Yeah.
it's so hard though, because AI is so easy now. Like it's
Oh, I know.
getting very proficient at it, and it's fun to use, but it's still not perfect. You know what I mean? Like I need like 5 years from now. Oh my God. It's
I
gonna
can't
be
even
cheating.
imagine.
Oh, it's gonna
Yeah.
be cheating. It's gonna be cheating. Like it's
Even
crazy.
the deep fakes of like celebrities and stuff like that. Like that
It's-
stuff is insane.
Correct. It's pretty crazy. I thoroughly enjoy it. Like I'm nerding out hardcore, and I'm like, why did I ever go into my profession? Like I missed my call.
Well,
Definitely not.
Sean, back when we were in school,
Yeah,
computers barely had internet.
Yeah, many
It
moons
was
ago.
called dial-up. It took hours. So
Have you ever seen a floppy disk before?
I have.
You have seen one. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
yes, I have.
Okay. Have you ever saved anything on a floppy disk, or you've just seen one as like a relic?
Look, I'll be honest, I haven't, but
right, fair
my
enough,
parents have educated me a little bit on, like
Good.
Rolodexes and other stuff like that.
Can I ask
from-
how
Did they teach you
can I
about
ask
the laser
how old
disc?
are your parents?
my dad's 48.
Jesus Christ. They're basically all right, like my age. Like, all right. So
Yeah,
All
don't-
y'all kids, man.
I know. But I'll be 40. I'm like, I was like, I have a feeling I'm probably close to your parents' age if they.
yes,
Yeah,
you are.
that's good. Sounds like you have solid parents. It's very good. Keep you grounded.
That's the support system right there for sure.
Right.
Craig wants to know, Sam, what was the moment or opportunity that made Bust You Up so successful in cornhole? So you kind of mentioned, if you had to pick one, what would be the one moment that really put you on the map?
It's probably Mark Richards, just because the amount of TV time he got, and
For sure.
I mean, every week you're saying his name. Every week you're seeing him on the live stream. Every month you're seeing him on ESPN. I mean, that did catapult the brand. We were already legitimate. We were already, very well known, I think. But that just gave us a lot more exposure, I think, and did a nice job for us.
For sure. All right. I love this question. Ark wants to know, Hunter, what's your next team meal going to be?
So did you guys see the
I did.
Addicted to Cornhole? Okay,
For
yeah.
sure.
So,
Yeah, it was a nice spread, it looked like.
yeah, so my dad taught me how to cook when I was
Nice.
probably 15, 16, because that was a big thing, that he wanted to teach us, and now I watch too many cooking shows, but
I'm there with you.
I always try to cook
All right,
just
we-
because
oh,
when you eat in cornhole, it's bad. It's fast food. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
Garbage.
Right.
Anytime we can sit down and eat like a good.
So what
like,
did you
balanced
make
meal.
what did you make the first night?
I made a chipotle, like adobo chipotle chicken, with some like a bed of veggies. I think it was sweet potatoes, onions,
Nice.
peppers, stuff like that, and then a Caesar
Right.
salad. So
Making sure the boys get their veggies. That's
Yeah.
good.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we
Onion,
need to
veggies,
say yeah.
Very smart. I like that.
Did you say potatoes? Like that's the only vegetable I need.
Sweet potatoes. That's where it's at right there.
I love sweet potatoes.
All right.
No comment on the sweet potatoes.
If you come from the South, man, you got to eat sweet potatoes. I got
You
some
like
in there
sweet
right now.
No. All right. So my wife and I have this thing going on right now where she's a French fry, for lack of a better term, whore. She loves every kind of French fry.
Okay.
To the point where she starts buying sweet potato fries and bringing them into my house. I'm sorry, but if I'm gonna eat a French fry, make it in my house.
Yeah.
It's a fucking potato French fry. I don't need sweet potatoes. Now,
What is a sweet
a
potato
sweet
fry?
potato like roasted,
Yeah.
delightful. Love
Why
it.
don't you like it in
I
a
don't want to
Yeah,
fucking.
what's wrong with the fry?
Yeah,
fry?
I just don't like them, guys.
Is it too
all right?
sweet for
It's
you?
not for me. It is.
Okay, he's not
I
a
feel
sweet
like
guy.
it's more of like a.
You know the
I want
term
that with like
sweet
a-
is in potato,
I
right?
know, but it's like I want like a, I don't know, like a cinnamon butter or something to put
Yeah.
with that and eat it as dessert, not like with a burger. I don't think it pairs nicely with.
They're good with
The
some pepper
meal that
too,
I'm
olive
making.
oil or something. That's great.
I'm gonna agree with you 100%, man. I owned a restaurant for 7 years, and sweet potato fries became popular in
Oh,
that
yeah.
time frame. And it was like from 2005 to 2014, and that's when they came through. We started doing that, and I was always the same way. I was like, "It don't go with a fucking burger, dude. It does not
Exactly.
go with a burger.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
need salt, pepper, and a potato.
But don't you
I
want
can
like
agree
the
with that.
sweet and salty though?
No.
No?
I can eat them. But I didn't want them with a burger.
Yeah, it's got to
Wasn't
be
the-
like maybe an appetizer, maybe. Like,
Yeah, the flavor profile is wrong.
Yeah.
Can we
You need
can we
something
let
to cut it
Chef
out,
talk,
though.
please? Hunter, where are you fall on this?
Okay, so
Am I in the minority?
I don't like I love sweet potatoes. So honestly, I'll eat them with a burger. Do
Okay,
I think
thank
it's
you.
right?
All right.
No, it's burgers and fries. I mean, like that's as old as tales old as time.
You're still getting
But I will tell you, at Worlds, if you've ever been to, I think it's Burgers and Barley. They got
Okay.
maple bacon
Is that
sweet
the
potato
one we
fries.
went
Let me
to?
tell you.
No, we went to that pizzeria.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay,
If
sorry.
you're ever there, get the maple bacon sweet potato fries, and I
Ooh.
promise you, your mind will be changed. It'll be changed.
All right.
No,
I'm down
again,
with that.
maple bacon, sweet potato fries, a standalone dish. Fuck yes.
Dessert.
Standalone
Yeah.
appetizer. Yeah, that's what we get
Yeah,
every time.
sign
we
me
go.
up.
Yeah.
I'm just tired. Like when I make it here at home, I'm clearly going to be making a burger or something along that facet to enjoy with those fries.
So you're saying sweet potato fries belong as a separate like appetizer or
Standalone.
standalone?
Yeah.
It cannot be
Maybe
a
actually-
side.
It could probably work with pork, like a pork something. You know,
Okay.
a little sweet with the pork could work, but like, don't give it to me with my fucking beef burger. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I mean,
I'm
I
okay.
can get behind that.
Yeah. All right, but
I mean, you don't have to.
All in
You can
agreement
stand on
there.
your principles. I mean,
um,
I just think
for the record, a hot dog is a sandwich. All right.
All right, is a hot dog a sandwich, Hunter?
I mean, like I'm leaning towards no, but
You.
also if you
Intelligent.
sat here and you gave me like a
Don't
presentation
do
on
that
why,
because you would do that, and like he's done it before.
I would be like, you know what? Maybe
You're a
it
man of the
is.
culinary arts. Well, what's an Italian sausage sandwich? It's on
Why
a
do you
hoagie
use-
roll.
okay.
Because it's a phallic shaped meat served on fucking bread.
But you add
And-
the word sandwich to the.
I know, but Italian sausage when it's served to you in a sub, is that a fucking sandwich?
No,
Like,
you're just trying
I don't
to
know how else
make
to
your
say
argument
it.
by just adding a word to the end. Like if it's called a hot dog fucking sandwich, then yeah,
we
I would
already,
consider
we
it a
already
sandwich.
got a hot dog won
It's-
best sandwich on
see too.
whatever Brandon Thompson showed us. So yes, I mean a hot dog is a sandwich. All right, we will never agree on this, but I
You
know
can
that
go
I'm
with
right.
no. You're going to be with 98% of the society, so you're good.
I'm gonna disagree on the hot dog sandwich situation.
Well, all right. There's a different level.
Agree to disagree. That's okay.
You know,
Yeah, that's where we're at right now on the hot
Yeah.
dog.
We have for 7 years, so
then people start getting weird, like a cereal soup.
yeah, it gets a little weird. No,
It's not.
it's not. Sam, the tornado. He wants to know who's your favorite North Carolina quarterback in the NFL right now.
Drake May, baby. You know, Drake May's gonna make New England famous again. Me and Chris. I'm a Dolphins fan. I don't know. I got a Dolphins helmet over there.
I saw that,
You
yeah.
probably can't see it over there. I probably got it here. I got a Dan Marino signed helmet, but and I've liked him since probably 72, 3 or something like that. Of course, you know he's a big New England fan. I can't stand New England. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate New England. All right.
Yeah, being a Dolphins fan, I would understand that.
So yeah, we go back and forth. But so when they draft, I'm from North Carolina. I'm a big Tar Heels fan. Okay, like big time basketball Tar Heels fan. I watch the football just because they're the Tar Heels. But Drake May, you know, his brother played for the Tar Heels in basketball, hit the big shot in the semifinals to advance us and shit. So you know, the whole family is an athlete. The whole Drake May family's all of the father, the mom, the brother. Everybody's an
Don't they have
athlete.
Don't they have another brother too? That's their.
There's 4 of them, I think.
Okay.
They make you like kind of like disgusted. You know what I mean? Like they're so perfect. They're all athletics. Like the dad's
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like he's banging.
The thing about it is, they don't look athletic.
No, it's just
No.
it's so unfair. Anyways, sorry.
May who hit the big shot in the 3, the guy he didn't even look like he belonged on a basketball court other than being 6'9" or something like that, you
Was
know.
that
But
Luke? Was it Luke May? Is that-
yeah, Luke May.
That was one of our coolest like live sporting events we've ever gotten to when we took our dad to the Carolina basketball game like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, that
Oh,
versus Virginia last
yeah.
game of the season when
Yeah, it was
Virginia
awesome.
was pretty damn good and
Yeah.
Notre Dame or North Carolina came out and surprised everyone. It was fucking dope.
I do like to poke at the tornado that, you know, that my boy from North Carolina might bring them back to prominence again.
Yeah, but nobody
I
wants
wish I could say the
New
same.
England.
The problem, I have it's a freaking tear for me, dude, because I want that kid to excel because he's a good kid. He's raised right. He got
Yesterday
great
was
parents.
the perfect scenario for you then yesterday. He still balled out, but then they lost.
I saw it when it was 21-0, and I thought about Chris. And I went, "That son of a bitch," you know. And then I looked at it later on. And I went, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah, for sure. I know. We were at a golf simulator yesterday when the game started, and they just stopped showing that game.
Yeah.
Because it had the red zone on. And then I came home later, and I'm like, "Fucking Buffalo won
Buffalo
that game."
came back. Yeah, no idea.
Damn. And I looked, and I'm like, "Well, no wonder I'm losing in fantasy because I'm going against Dane in like 2 of our leagues that we actually care about fantasy." And I knew he had Josh Allen in one of them. So,
Yeah.
fuck me.
Wasn't enough though.
Great. So
Well, I needed freaking Waddle to get like 30 points tonight, so I didn't wind up in last place. And look, I've been in the same fantasy league for 20 years, dude.
DK Metcalf just took one to the house for me though, so thank you very much.
You did just do that.
I've been
Got the name on it.
three-time champion out of the last 5 years of my league, and this is going to be the first year I think that I'll wind up in last place, dude.
The league that I've been running for
No
15 or 16 years now, Dane's won the last 2. And I think I'm going to beat you in that league.
Think so.
Finally
yeah.
end his reign of terror. So I just need to. I think it's been 14 years since I've won my own league, so I'm like getting a little antsy. I would like to win one. So
Yeah, it hurts when you don't. Like I went the first 10 years and didn't win shit. You know, and I'm like, and the league is named after the restaurant. When I had the restaurant, it was a sports bar.
Okay.
So it all started there. So it's named after my shit, you know. And I'm like I can't even win the damn thing, you know.
For sure.
And then I went 3 out of 5, so I changed my name to the Dynasty. So they all hate me for that because that's my name on there, the Dynasty.
Oh, yeah.
I like
And
it.
now, so they're all texting me right now as we talk during this game, going, "You're in last place, Shipp. You're in last place, bro." And our last place trophy is a set of nuts. So you know, nut trophy.
At least the Dolphins have played a little bit better than you would have probably hoped going into the season.
We're 25 years, bro. 25 years of misery.
Listen,
So
you're
you heard that we're
Dolphins.
from Cleveland.
Yeah,
all
I'm
right.
here.
So
I'm
yeah,
here.
that's all right.
I mean,
Well,
okay.
okay.
At least our quarter. I mean, like sometimes you got to be like just happy that Tua's not like licking a window somewhere at some point, right?
Hey, look, the guys, I love him. I followed him at college. I was born in Hawaii, so if you're Hawaiian, I'm all in your corner, Shipp. He's got to go, man. He's too fragile for the league.
Yeah, and he's lefty, man. It just doesn't work. Doesn't work.
I love the kid. Hey, look, and for him, I just think that, you know, for him, he's got enough money to walk away from the game and still
Oh yeah,
keep.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, don't go to somewhere else. Just
Yeah,
retire.
we don't need a junior Seau like.
Yeah.
Right. It's
on the line.
that situation.
Yeah.
Correct. And he seems like a
You
very
see it?
intelligent, well-spoken dude. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to see something like that go to waste. You know what I mean?
He's just like, you know, the Hawaiian culture. You know, those people have got a great culture, and they're good people. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
either really super good or really super bad, maybe.
I was gonna say yeah, because they can be mean too. So
Yeah, right.
all right. So every week we always end the interviews by doing a draft, and
Hell
we're
yeah.
rapidly
Okay.
approaching the Christmas season.
Ooh.
So we got to do our first Christmas draft.
Christmas draft time.
I think we're gonna do Christmas movies.
Is it Christmas movies?
Well, you guys
to
down
start?
with that? You guys do Christmas movies?
Okay, well, all right. First of all, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes.
If you can
Number
make the
one.
argument for it, I'm for it. Yes, I think in this for sure. So what we'll do is we're gonna pause. We'll take 5 minutes. You guys can write some stuff down, take a list, and then we'll jump right back and we'll hop into it.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's
Okay.
pause it.
Sounds good.
And just like that, we're back.
Wow.
All right, so we figured out Dane's ridiculous question. All right, so actually, ask this. This is a good one.
Yeah,
like
so the,
public knowledge, little trivia for you guys.
The
out
question was, how many times is the word Santa said in the movie Elf? And we all had pretty good guesses.
there. All right, so pause just for a second.
Calculate, calculate.
Think, say your answer out loud now. Dane, what's the answer?
The answer is 49.
49.
49 times it says Santa. So there you go.
Stan was closest. He was only 3 off. Which
He
is
was
pretty damn good.
Pretty
Like,
damn good.
pretty good.
I'll,
So-
I'll
So
take
we got
second.
Sam, Dane, and myself. I was actually the furthest off, but Hunter was a cheater and he wanted the turn. So
Nothing wrong with
he gets the
that.
turn, so
Nothing wrong with that.
all right. So Sam, what is the number one? And we're doing Christmas movies. I don't.
Yes,
I can't
Christmas
find the answer to that earlier.
Movies, not necessarily public opinion, but what's in your heart?
Yeah.
And we're going with 5 picks apiece, gentlemen.
For sure.
5 picks. Okay.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rounds.
Yep.
5 rounds. This is gonna get. I figure this is a good one to do with 4 because there's a lot of them.
Yes.
I mean, some of them we could do like, oh, we can't do that with like 4 or 5 people because like we can't go that many rounds.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go first. I mean, I got to do Die Hard. You know that.
All right.
All right.
Took it off
Yeah.
the table.
It's a good
It
pick.
wasn't coming back to you.
Yeah, I know.
Smart pick. Next up for me, man, it's hard because like, do I go nostalgia early or do I go with like kind of what I like is always on the cuff? But I think I'm just gonna start it off and I'm gonna take Elf like right off the table.
Okay.
Ah,
That's a good pick.
it's not bad.
It's not bad. My first Christmas movie I watch, without a doubt, every year. It's when we're putting up our Christmas tree. It's always the same. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's like, I don't understand how that wouldn't be.
I was going there.
Can't believe Dane didn't take
No,
it.
and that was the
I thought I was gonna
nostalgia
get
pick
Elf.
that I was gonna do.
I know that's what I
always
thought for
watch it,
sure. I was gonna get Elf, and you were gonna take.
but I
Elf.
always
I'll
watch
take
Elf around Christmas time.
Christmas
too, so
Vacation. Yeah, easy. I'm glad. Third pick is working out great.
The popular opinions Elf. It's I can continue.
All right, fair enough. People can have
I
bad
gotta
taste.
go the Jim Carrey Grinch.
All right.
Yeah, good.
That's solid.
And then you got the turn coming right back.
Got the turn to. It's tough. You know, one I always watch the family. I'll go. It's a Wonderful Life. I like that one.
Okay. It's a classic. You get all the old lady boats for sure.
Yeah,
All
the youngest guy here.
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah, correct.
I wasn't even going to delve into the black and white. Like, there's plenty of other movies out there.
I like those old movies.
I was questioning, do I go claymation? But
My
we'll see.
second favorite Christmas movie. Again, this is kind of nostalgia too. Is like the height was like in my like golden years of Christmas was the Santa Claus, the original, the OG
Oh, yeah.
Santa Claus, Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Oh, I do love those movies.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I forgot about
It's
him.
still by far the best, but yeah, the franchise did pretty solid. But yeah, it's still my number two.
Yes. And fun fact, I just found out the other day that the whole time they knew that he was going to be Santa Claus. So throughout the entire movie in the beginning, in all of like his son's classes, like everywhere, like throughout the beginning, there are elves all around. If you look closely, you'll see them hopping up. So fun fact.
Really?
Did not know that.
Always destined to be
Oh,
Santa
I
Claus.
now need to watch that movie.
Yeah, go back and watch and
Right?
and shit. Dead serious. So when his Charlie, when Charlie goes to school and tells everybody that his dad's Santa
He reads a
Claus,
little book report, and it's
there is one kid that doesn't react. And look at his ears. He's an elf. Boom. Done. Mind blown. Everyone go watch the Santa Claus. You're welcome.
yeah, but they already knew he was Santa because like he had already knocked
I
the
know,
guy
but I'm
off.
saying like he like already, but that was like a little bit later. But it's just like you see all of these elves transplanted throughout the movie.
Gotcha. Just as a little.
Yeah,
All
so
right,
you
gotcha.
just know that like they kind of
Interesting.
plan the whole thing.
Maybe it was just a kid with some awkward ears.
And Scott Calvin.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's my whenever we play trivia, like that's my like go to like I just like for like drawful and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was Scott Calvin.
Smart.
Always.
smart.
Subtle.
Man, all right. Now that we got off on that tangent, bringing it back around town. Man, I think I gotta go with another timeless classic here. But for me, it's Home Alone. Like
damn it.
always watch Home.
Yeah.
Love that one.
I know that's why it's I didn't think it was gonna make it back to me on the swing, and then I really had. I'm like, well, where do I go here?
Yeah, I mean Macaulay Culkin's still adorable.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, solid pick. I'll give him credit.
Right.
All right, Sam, we got back to back, sir.
Me?
Yes, sir.
How about trading places?
Okay, very solid.
Good.
That good?
I like that.
Hell yeah, that's a classic.
And then let's see here. And you can't do Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or nothing?
Of course,
No, I think that goes
yeah,
the movie.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, well, damn it. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, dude. I'm old.
Yeah, that for sure counts.
I watch that every year for, I ain't gonna tell you how old I am, but longer than all of y'all.
He caught himself.
So another fun fact: they changed it again this year for TV syndication. So now they like dropped the song about the misfit toys and like they put in a happier song
Are you
and
serious?
shit, and then they re-added the original ending where Santa comes and rescues all of the misfit toys at the end. So you're gonna see that now this year.
Really?
Hasn't been
Wow.
in it since the 70s. So be on the
Wow.
lookout.
Wow.
When you watch that movie, you'll see a little different version of it.
Wow, what kind of podcast is this? Jeez.
I know
Right.
all these fun
Wow.
facts, man.
He's a man.
Yeah, just weird shit that sticks in my brain. I don't know why.
Chris,
just happens that way. All right. Next up, man, Rudolph was a good pick. But I too was looking to go claymation here. It's hard because there's a lot that speak to my childhood, but the one that I don't know if you were so much of a fan of it, but I'm gonna go with A Year Without Santa Claus.
Fucking way to
Like,
take that.
love that movie.
Real. Like that was literally what I was
definitely.
I'm like, there's no way someone could pick that.
Yeah, it was definitely a classic.
The
in the
heat
house.
miser and stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, by far. Yes. God damn it.
Hold on. What'd you take again?
A Year Without a Santa Claus.
It's like the same animation as Rudolph.
Yeah, it's
but got,
claymation.
like the heat miser. You know what I'm talking about? They do that little jingle. Yeah, it's a little throwback.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Ask your parents about it. They'll know it. Okay.
All right,
right.
John,
Well,
what you got?
damn it. All right. All right. So I'm going to go with another classic. You actually, ironically, had the toy the year that it came out because it's kind of a big deal.
It's Turbo
the
Time.
Turbo Man, Jingle All the Way.
Oh yeah,
Arnold Schwarzenegger about
that
Turbo
was a
Man.
childhood classic for
For
me
sure.
as well.
Yep.
Yeah. 2 picks. Okay.
Hell yeah, good pick.
I think I'm gonna go Miracle on 34th.
Very good one. Yeah.
Are you going
The
black
more-
and white,
yeah, I was
or are
gonna
you
go
going
more
with
modern.
Matilda?
I'll be honest, I like the Matilda one.
Yeah, for sure. It's a better version.
I'm gonna go that one.
Just because something's older doesn't mean it's better. And I know that's
Yep, uh-huh.
Sam. I'm not saying no shots here.
We also like the owner of Jurassic Park also turns out to be Santa Claus.
Yeah, it's great.
in that, so you're like, holy shit.
Right?
It's a wild video on YouTube that ties those two movies together, and it's the funniest fucking shit you'll ever see in your life. It's very funny. It's really funny.
It's like, how
I've
does-
seen that
or
with a couple
Jurassic
movies
Park.
actually, where they like tie like random movies
Yeah,
together.
he gets off on the chopper. Like, what happens to him afterwards?
Exactly.
Like, fucking, yeah, it's
Yeah,
great.
it takes that chopper straight to the North Pole.
Yeah, correct.
Busy.
Would be next level if you watched Miracle on 34th Street and you see the cane that he uses. Like, if it had the little mosquito
Oh.
on top, wouldn't that be fucking next level? That'd
So,
be baller. You know what I mean?
Okay,
We never
all
know
right,
that'd be sick.
Another Easter egg to look out for on Miracle on 34th Street.
Anyways,
And then I'm debating. I'm either gonna go Polar Express or Frosty, but I don't know which one to go here. I think I'm gonna go Frosty the Snowman
oh, dude.
with this one.
I was definitely taking that if it came back my way.
Good pick. Good pick. It's always fun to steal it from other people.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like,
the whole
he's
point.
not even old enough to know who that is. Okay, I got this a lot.
He's doing the new 3D animation version. Snoop Dogg's actually the voice of Frosty.
so
Really?
Be hip. No, I'm kidding. That's not real.
So Frosty's old enough where it was actually difficult to find on streaming services. Like you couldn't find it like up until like this year, where I think maybe it was I can't remember who bought it, like Paramount or Disney or somebody bought the rights to it, so now it's on their streaming service. Before that,
Oh, wow.
somebody like a video on YouTube of somebody like recording their
Yeah,
TV
because nobody knew how to upload,
Yeah,
the
it's crazy.
tape to a DVD or like into a computer
For sure.
directly. It's science was fleeting.
All right, my next one is it was the first movie I saw during Christmas time where I'm like, oh, you can make Christmas movies like this? Like, I didn't know you can go like so raunchy because they're always like feel good and stuff. But Bad Santa was like just so awesome. Like,
Yeah.
Bad Santa
yeah.
was so funny.
yes.
Oh hell yeah!
That's a great choice.
Good pick.
Thank you, sir.
Typed it in the wrong little slot there. How dare I? Oh, all right. I mean, Bad Santa was a good one. I'm gonna kind of stick to the nostalgia a little bit. One that came out when I was a kid, and I'm not gonna lie, like it made me cry as a kid.
Don't
Like it's
do it
so
to me.
fucking sad. But I'm going Jack Frost.
Okay. Oh,
Like,
that's a good one,
bro.
Very
Like
good one. Yeah.
Michael Keaton at his finest.
Dude, and some sick ass harmonica solos in that movie.
Yeah, and the
Right?
first like 5 fucking minutes, you watch a kid lose his dad.
Yeah,
You're
right?
like, this is a Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, super sad.
It was like the time my mom took me and like our childhood best friend, whose mom used to babysit us growing up, so we all grew together. And her mom passed away from cancer, so my mom was just trying to be nice, take us all out, get her out of the house, and she took us to see Lion King. And she's my mom sitting there, and she's like, I'm looking over after Mufasa's laying there fucking dead, and Simba's trying to get her dad alive, and Amanda's losing her shit.
Yeah.
Her mom just died. It's like the funniest. I know. Yeah, it's one of those funny family stories where like, Mom, tell that story again. Where you were losing your shit after taking a kid who just lost their parent. All right. Anyways, we're terrible.
Dark times.
So Sam, you get to
Right.
close out your team here. You get back to back.
Is it me?
Yep,
It
it's
is.
on you.
Fuck.
Frosty is off the board.
Yeah, man, that was a blow right there from
It was, yeah.
boy. God damn, dog. How about Charlie Brown Christmas?
That's classic. Yep.
Damn,
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, I'll do
I like
Charlie
the
Brown
fact-
Christmas.
Yeah, kind of your team so far kind of represents your personality. You got Die Hard and then Charlie Brown. You know what I mean?
I know, right?
You know what I mean? I like that. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I can be a nice guy. I can probably kill you, you know?
Yeah.
Did somebody tell you how the Grinch stole Christmas?
So you can have the animated version, like the original, like the cartoon version.
Yeah, the very original one.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
That one's still
That-
available.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Yep, that's my boy.
Yeah, because he has Dane had wrote down Grinch with Jimothy.
Yep.
Right.
Jim Carrey.
Yes,
Just easier to remember that way.
correct.
Yes, I'm good. I'm good with my pick.
All right.
I'm going off the wall with my last one. Someone that I don't think anyone would guess.
Okay. I mean, that's alluring. I'm trying to think. Like, can I pull
You
it out of
definitely
somewhere
definitely seen it with
that
me.
I can? Yeah.
And it was like, I'll give you, I was like 10 years old when it came out.
Hmm.
So that put you in that mindset.
Yeah. I probably won't be able to get that
All
one.
right. You'll remember it as soon as I say it, though.
Yeah. I mean, this last one is like, I don't know if I want to like go into one that my wife forces me to watch every year.
You don't have to,
That I've, like-
your list, Dane.
That I've like,
This is a
yeah. The
protected
problem is
secret.
like she's forced me to watch it, but I kind of secretly like it because it's funny. There's a reason why I watch it, so I'm just gonna go there.
Yeah.
But it's like a Netflix movie called Night Before Christmas.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
It's got Vanessa Hudgens in it.
Okay.
I don't know, but like this 13th century knight
Okay.
gets transported to present day.
Okay.
But it's just funny, like the shit he says. Like he slams a cup down. He said, "Bring me more mead, wench." It's just funny shit. Like,
Fair enough.
so I'm gonna throw that one in
Fair
there.
enough. Fair enough. So there's one movie I was highly considering. I love Vince Vaughn is like one of my favorite. Like I love his
Yep.
style of comedy and his delivering. So I was thinking about going that route, but I'm actually gonna go from one that was like more nostalgic from way back when. It's called The Preacher's Wife, and you get Whitney Houston just ripping up songs and that stuff, and it's just like
Wow.
killer movie from like I want to say it was like 96 right around there.
Another,
You know this movie?
yeah, another gut punch.
Yeah. That's
Man,
what
super
made me
fucking
think about it.
sad,
I'm like,
yeah.
add a little flavor to mine. So
Yeah, that was Whitney like just before Bobby got her.
yeah, right. Yeah.
Or
Just before Bobby ruined her.
Probably during.
just probably during.
Yeah, probably during.
Yeah,
That's
she was real skinny in that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, she was in her prime. Anyways, so Hunter, you get to round out your team now.
I am going to double down
Okay.
on Jim Carrey. We're
Ooh.
taking A Christmas Carol.
Oh, that's right. Was that the animated one? No.
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of like
Animated?
3D.
Yeah,
3D
3D, yeah.
animated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw that for the first time last year, actually.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
For sure. All right, so let's recap these lists. Sam, you have Die Hard, Trading Places, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Charlie Brown Christmas, and the cartoon version of the Grinch. Dane starts off with Elf, follows up with Home Alone, Year Without a Santa Claus, Jack Frost, and Night Before Christmas. My team was Christmas Vacation, The Santa Claus, Jingle All the Way, Bad Santa, and Preacher's Wife. I'm just saying that's sounding pretty strong right there, right? And then Hunter, Grinch, but this is the Jim Carrey version. All right, It's a Wonderful Life. He's getting a little older. Miracle on 34th Street, Frosty the Snowman, and Christmas Carol. We need to check this guy's ID. Like, there's
I know.
way it's not
I like it.
Exactly, dude.
I like that. Yeah, your parents and your grandparents would be very proud of your list, Hunter. So
I actually, the funny story, like too, one of my favorite artists is Leonard Skinner. Like I just love
Really?
old music,
Oh,
especially. I'm super into that stuff.
are you a Spotify user?
I'm not. Apple
Okay,
Music.
The only
Apple
reason I
Music.
ask is because if you use Spotify, like they give you a year recap and they'll tell you what your Spotify music like age is. I would have been very interested to know what your Spotify age was.
Oh, I don't.
Good
It's all
call.
over the place. I think
Mine was
they
almost
do it
spot
on
on.
Apple Music.
Mine was 41 years old. I'm like, well, I'm 39, so like it's pretty
Look
damn
at that.
close. So like I just listened to all the bangers from when
Yeah,
I
you
was
can only listen to so much stuff 41 before they know how old you are, right?
God damn it. Yeah, it's basically some 41.
So I
Lime.
was going through this list and a couple outliers. Like one that popped in my head, I didn't know if it was good for this one, was Harold and Kumar Christmas.
Oh, you could
Oh boy, that is
Well,
a fun
solid.
movie.
Definitely,
It's a
definitely a
banger.
classic.
And for the right state of mind, yeah, it's terrific.
I'm
Like, it's like
shocked-
when the wife and kids go out of town, you throw that one on and have a little fun. Yeah,
This
and
group of guys here, there's two movies that I'm shocked neither one of us took.
Bad Christmases?
No,
Or Four Christmas,
It's
I mean?
actually The Holiday What?
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
tried
guys.
not to
Like,
do that.
I really thought you guys would
Again,
have
this is
gone.
my list. If I knew my wife was going to listen to this, yeah, my list.
The other one was a little more baffling, though. Little Women. Like, how did we not pick that one?
I don't think I've ever
Are you
seen
guys
it.
serious?
I don't know as if I've ever seen that.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I would say, is that a movie?
It is a movie. It's
book,
actually a book.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it is a book. I'm a loser for knowing that, but
Yes, you are.
For sure.
As long as
gentlemen,
you
this has
know.
been fun.
Yeah, this is super fun. Thank you guys.
Of course,
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I appreciate it. I've been waiting 2 fucking years for the call.
I just we had to make you sweat a little bit.
We needed to vet you first. All right.
Sure.
I think I missed you guys for the first time out at Spencer's.
It was Spencer's, correct? Yeah, it was Spencer's.
It's like y'all maybe were at a Worlds before that.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
set up.
Were you there when we got
And then
kicked out?
tore us down.
I think. What year was that?
That was the year before. It was 3 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years
Yeah,
ago.
Spencer's was 2. Yeah.
3 years ago. That might have been the one they.
2022, maybe.
That might have been the one they wouldn't let me attend.
Okay. Yeah, we were there the 1 year. It was do you remember Girls Throw 2?
Oh yeah,
You remember when they first got started up?
yeah. They were right over there in the end.
So we said the first year we set up next to them. And
Yeah, okay, I do remember that.
the next year we did the same thing, and then like 30 minutes after, like right after we got all of our stuff set up, our gear, somebody with a clipboard walked around and was like, "You have to move," and we're like, "What are you talking about?" And then so they took us down, and then they paraded us through like the entire auditorium and put us like in this meeting room, and like basically told us we had to take it down. Like I offered to pay. I'm like, I've tried to reach out to you guys for months. I was told that we were allowed to set up here by. At the time, I thought somebody who was allowed to tell us that, but I found out that was not the case. And really, what happened was apparently a vendor complained that we were allowed to set up there because they wanted to set up there, but they said it was like some sort of fire hazard or whatever, and they couldn't put it there. So they were pissed at when we set up there. I'm like, we just set up there because it was an open space, and that's where we were last year. And Girls Throw 2 had like bought space like for 2 spots, and they're like, hey, you can have some of our space. That's what
I remember that you were on the end of the. When you walk in and walk through, you're at this end.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that because
This year,
ACL's
the
at
first
far
year
end,
was
you're at
perfect. It was like, could we literally travel with a portable bar?
Yeah.
We just-
Dusty let us buy like a
we-
case.
yeah,
again. Like we
correct.
just like put it back behind our bar.
We're like,
Just
we're not bringing in our own stuff. We'll buy stuff from the facility. Let us just stock our bar up here, and then it just gives a place for us to like easy. It's like a spot we can interview whoever walks up to us.
Right, I do remember
spot.
seeing y'all there.
Yeah.
That's the first time I think I ever saw you. I can't remember if I met you there, but
Yeah.
I do remember meeting you in Spencer's with y'all were hanging out with Brandon. And y'all walked by and got something signed.
What's that?
Y'all came over there and you had something, and we
Yeah.
all signed it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the poster.
We had that big ass the
Yeah.
flag or
Yep.
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah,
Easy content spot. You know what I mean? Everyone comes over, signs his flag. Brandon's like very well liked in the cornhole community and well known now. So
right. I love him. He's a great guy.
one of our favorite dudes. For sure. For sure. All right, boys. We'll let the folks go at home. We'll have you guys hang on for just a minute. But I hope you guys enjoy the interview. We'll be back next week with more audio gold. But until then, we hope you throw it straight. That's nothing but 4 baggers from here on out.
Cornhole it.
Later.